All right, now it's time to get into Raw, October 9th, 2000. The episode where Rikishi admits to a lot of things.
Rikishi admitting to a lot of things is actually a tremendous way to put it, because it's more than what I ever expected.
I've never heard somebody admit to so many things like in a row.
and double down.
It's pretty impressive, really.
Well, before we get into the episode reviewing this Retro Raw, let's take a look at The Observer from around time, see what's going on in the wrestling world. From The Observer from October 9th, 2000, we've covered a little bit of this one before, but there's a couple things on here that I missed last time, so we should go over it again.
Okay.
Months into the story of the future of ECW and WCW, the situation remains largely up in the air. WCW has not made any abrupt changes in management, structure, or direction, despite huge losses and internal turmoil and rumors of sales being imminent. At press times, there was a substantial internal belief, which is largely a combination of trying to piece together rumors, that the company sale would either be announced just after press time this week or on October 23rd at a private meeting with wrestlers in Little Rock, Arkansas. Reports were that if the deal went through, that Vince Russo would be gone. Russo was said to be behaving as if he were aware of that at a production meeting before Nitro this week, and Money found it curious that Russo is not going to the Australia tour, where several TV tapings will be taking place. Of course, the main source of this that we always go to find out the truth is Hulk Hogan calling into Bubba the Love Sponge on October 3rd.
If you want the facts, this is where you go.
He said he woke up to 17 phone messages telling him that the Mandalay deal was done, and intimated that was the end of Russo. But those close to Hogan said that both he and Flair, who have been in contact as of late, are close with either side that would wind up with power. Hogan was laughing about how many of the younger wrestlers are now saying how they never had a problem with Hogan and how the situation looks to be turning out. Internal sources have indicated that if the deal goes through with Bischoff, that is expected, Randy Savage would also be brought back. So WCW, I mean, we're, end of 2000 here, and we're still up in the air of who's taking over. And the idea that Bischoff and a new company buying it seems to be prevalent, which I believe is true to life. It was going to be for a while, right?
Until 0 hour, and they're like, yeah, no, we just sold WWF.
Yeah, which is
because they didn't. I think the story was always that they didn't want to include the TV because they were like, fuck it, we're not giving you guys TV time. Like, you can have all the assets and everything, but you wouldn't get TV. And then the story obviously has changed over the years, because that's just what happens with these stories. But at some point, it also changed to Bischoff. They were still going to buy it anyways.
Right.
But then they just sold it to WWF before they could make the decision on.
And Bischoff and the company's deal was it's worth nothing without the TV, right?
Yeah, that was the original one. So when we were growing up, that was the story that we always heard, was that that it always came down to they didn't have the TV rights, so Bischoff found it worthless. But then there was a story that came out that was they would have bought it anyways. They were thinking about it and they would have bought it anyways. But WWF just bought it before they did, because they just this is an easier sell. We'll just give it to the WWF.
Right. Yeah, that's true. For what it's worth, the Mandalay Corporation took out the domain names of WCWXtreme.com as well as WCWXtreme.com with just the X and no E. Do those sites go to anything now? Doesn't look like either of these exist.
I don't think they do, no.
Oh my. It's time for these to point to Super Indie.tv.
Oh my God, it points to another redirection.
On the ECW front, meetings were scheduled for later this week between ECW and TNN to work out the terms of their relationship or of the ending of the relationship. Both sides had agreed to 2 additional shows, an agreement which ends on the October 6th show. WWF has agreed to waive its exclusivity through the end of the year, and TNN is willing, if both sides come to terms, to keep ECW through that period. So WWF was okay with ECW staying on the network for the rest of the year while they were on, which obviously does not fucking happen.
No way. I mean, I imagine Heyman just wanted to
fight the power.
By the end of that shit, Heyman was like, I got a job. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't fuck this up for me.
Vince, you just shut that shit down, right?
Yeah, you should have us on this fucking network, man. Come on,
just
now.
Incredible, Vince. What are we doing?
That's crazy.
He's sitting on commentary. Justin, fucking incredible.
Bill DeMott, in an interview on WrestlingObserver.com with Alex Marvez, noted that he had suffered 6 concussions in 3 weeks doing hardcore matches against Fit Finlay and Brian Knobbs.
You would have done that in regular matches with Fit Finlay.
He probably would have done that regardless. He was told by doctors last October that he needed to retire because of the brain damage. He said that even though it was ill-advised, he came back, although he couldn't read a street sign anymore. He gets nauseous and sometimes loses his balance. Yeah, man, maybe you should have just fucked off from wrestling forever. That probably would have been good for everyone.
Yeah, I guess the concussion protocol, CTEs, all that stuff, you know what I mean? We haven't really got to that point yet, you know what I mean?
I guess concussions were cool.
Yeah, a concussion was a badge of honor at that point.
You know what? You're right. Yeah. Maven was collecting them, supposedly. He says on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he said he loved it. He's memories. I remember.
Get enough.
Or when I got concussed big style by Snitsky or whatever.
Dude, he just did a video talking about how like his steroid uses like setup, like what he would take exactly,
he
like he showed on screen.
On his video too.
Yo, no way, he got his stack on YouTube.
Yeah. Dude, he has he said the process, where he got it from, the names, he has them on him, like showing them to the screen.
I'm about to write that shit down. Someone let me do that.
I got you.
That was a good stack, I bet too.
Dude, it was gnarly. He said it was all prescription though, so.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, he said that he wasn't told by management to get on it, but they said, hey, you should get on some of that creatine that the workers around you are on.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean that's natty, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's right. That's real shit. Rich Piana got the goddamn creatine stack. That's one of my favorite natty lifters of all time. Rich Piana is one of the fucking best.
Of course, he's based. From the Observer, October 16th, 2000, and ECW News, hey, everyone got their paychecks this weekend, so they only remain 2 pay periods behind.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fucking getting pretty caught up there, and Paul Heyman's ready to go.
I don't know if that's true.
2001. I mean, why would they lie?
I don't think that's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't think that's true at all.
There's a lot of heat. There's a lot of heat on Masato Tanaka apparently because he's going to take an XPW booking through Sabu. I don't know if does he ever show up? I don't. For some reason, I never remember, and I fucking was watching all that shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I remember Masato Tanaka on XPW. So let me see.
It probably fell through. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like most fucking things.
Rob Black probably said, "I ain't got no money. What do you want?" Hey, I got that money.
Sabu just wanted to say, hey, I got Masato Tanaka. What the fuck?
He said, number 1, I don't know who that is. Number 2, what is that rate? I can't pay that.
Yeah, goddamn way.
He said, I can't pay that. Yeah, bring him in.
In WCW news, the status of Juventud Guerrera in WCW is in serious jeopardy after his arrest, after he went berserk in an apparent drug-induced rage on October 7th at the Marriott Hotel in Australia, the morning before the Nitro taping and the first show of the tour. Juvi was arrested after police officers using capsicum spray as he had stripped himself naked and was throwing...
pepper spray.
Okay. I didn't. It was cum spray that they
no. That's just the name. It's just like what they use of pepper spray. Yeah.
Well, they used that on him after he had stripped himself naked and was throwing chairs and screaming obscenities and threatening to kill himself near the hotel restaurant. WCW officials called police when they were unable to control him at 10:40 a.m. as he was stripping his clothes off at the hotel in front of wrestlers, patrons, and autograph seekers while people were eating breakfast at the hotel restaurant. And swearing and yelling at the wrestlers, including Rey Mysterio, Conan, Terry Taylor, and Disco Inferno. He was also violently throwing punches and kicks at 3 out of the 6 officers who needed to finally take him on the ground and detain him. So it's fucking pretty crazy start of a fucking tour there.
Sounds like a good night at the Marriott, ain't that right? Yeah.
I mean, what else are you booking Hoovy for?
Yeah, no, that sounds pretty cool.
The general belief is that Mike Sanders got a pin on Lance Storm at Thunder, was a Russo going away present for Mike Sanders because he was one of the wrestlers closest to Russo during his last days, and Russo figured his days were numbered. So that was very nice of Vince Russo to do, helping out above average Mike Sanders.
I'm sure Lance Storm thought the same thing as you. Yeah, that was real nice. Hey, thank
you. Lance Storm walking around with 3 titles, all Canadianized.
Losing in a non-title affair, I'm sure.
DDP did an internet post, Meltzer writes. He admitted he went to Russo and Brad Siegel for a contract buyout and said they gave him permission to talk with McMahon and JR. He said he had a great conversation with JR, but he never met with JR or McMahon in person due to their tight schedule, and said he never spoke to McMahon directly. WCW wanted him back for the September 25th Nitro in Nassau, where it was openly talked about that he would return. He went to Brad Siegel again, said he was willing to be released, but wasn't willing to walk away from the money they owed him. Eventually, he said that in a meeting with Brad Siegel, DDP proposed that both he and Kimberly be bought out for 55 cents on the dollar for the remainder of their contract, which between the two of them and the remaining years would have left close to $1 million on the table. WCW turned it down. He said he's expected to be back after Halloween Havoc, and he'd like to feud with Canyon. I had no idea that they were going to just fucking let him go.
That's
he probably would have had a way better WWF run too if he would have just left and joined WWF
before WCW died.
Yeah, you're right.
They probably would have respected him a little more.
Yeah, but then again, we also watched that episode in like 01 or whatever where DDP cut the promo about the book. So
That's
true.
You're right.
He
had that injury and it was spinal.
There's not a lot we can talk about right now about DDP.
He's got some strikes. That's true. You're right. That's
we
true.
can move on.
But you're probably on a good point there. If he had gone, I imagine, Jericho kind of got his ass whooped for a little bit, but he makes it out he makes it out on the other side.
Yeah, I assume he probably would have been in there with Steve Blackman and all that shit, you know what I mean? Raven and all that. But he would have made it on the other side, and he would have feuded with Triple H, who would have him and all his buddies beat the dog shit out of him. So things are probably all right. Yeah,
In WWF news, Mark Henry and Big Show are being weighed in every Friday at OVW. On October 6th, Henry checked in at 360, down from about 415 when he arrived. They want him at 325, but are willing to bring him back if he gets down to maybe 340. Big Show was at 470. They wanted him at 375.
Whoa. Wow.
What?
That would have been crazy.
He was given an ultimatum that they wouldn't even consider bringing him back unless he gets at least down to 400, which eliminates him at this point from being in the Austin angle. Big Show had signed a 10-year deal at just under $1 million per year downside guarantee because McMahon thought he had this generation's version of Andre the Giant as an attraction. And for various reasons, one of which is simply different things get over in different eras, it just didn't happen. This is the part I didn't know. There's a clause in both Henry and Big Show's contract that they both have to be in top physical condition, or they can just let them fucking go, which is crazy.
Yeah, I guess they didn't want them, to slack off or anything.
Yeah, I guess not.
Especially because, if you're unhealthy and you're big, there's a chance you fucking die in the ring. Yeah. I guess I can understand that. Big Show didn't care about that, though.
They wanted him at 375. He was 470. But the other way.
Yeah, he's all right.
That's based.
But you guys want me to be a 500-pound monster or not? Can't say I'm 500 if I'm 375.
I'm allegedly over 375 pounds.
Somewhere up there.
From the Observer, October 23rd, 2000, ECW has lost its national time slot.
No.
And announced on October 11th after a meeting between Paul Heyman and TNN resulted in no new agreement being reached. Vince McMahon had given TNN his approval of allowing ECW to stay on the station through the end of the year. However, ECW and TNN had to work out the terms without his involvement, with existing bad blood on each side over numerous issues, including TNN feeling entitled to a percentage of the pay-per-view revenue.
Ooh, I remember that one.
Yeah, and they only received money from last month's November to Remember, just now. And ECW's assertion that they aren't, along with ECW's assertion that the show was never promoted well, negotiations did not go smoothly.
Isn't that crazy? You signed a deal here that says that you have to give us some of the pay-per-view money. No, we don't. No.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. And it is kind of crazy that, why would you have ECW on? And, I can't imagine it was doing fantastic ratings, but, wrestling was pretty fucking hot. Why would you not promote them? Did they really
somehow
just not want
hardcore
them there?
TV was always better than the TNN show?
It was.
Yeah, I don't know how that is.
I think there was definitely a few times where they had to last minute throw a show together because they got denied the night before or something like that. The network didn't like it.
The set on TNN was cool.
It was cool. I did like the big TNN letters.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. The set building stuff was really well done, and honestly, all the episodes were recorded very well. Everything looked very cool. They just didn't have that spark that the hardcore TV stuff did, and it's also probably because as they were getting to the end of ECW, they were just losing their spark in general.
Yeah, they did. They weren't as.
It's because I don't think Heyman was there as much.
No, it was like Dreamer running the show, really, right? Like Dreamer,
because I think
so.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah, that's right, and like yeah, they would bring all the shirts and stuff for the show too, and all that shit. And
yeah,
they would do all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I guess how can you keep your momentum when the guy that gave you all the momentum doesn't want to be there?
Yeah,
that's kind of tough. The Maryland State Athletic Commission has banned all backyard wrestling in the state, which I think is fucking bullshit.
This is in Maryland, you said?
Maryland State, yes, Maryland. So we'll got to remember that we hate Maryland.
Yeah.
Claiming it to be an unlicensed sporting event, violators can be fined up to $2,000 and serve up to 6 months in jail for running a backyard show.
Damn, bro.
That sounds not bad for a gimmick, though.
Oh, yeah,
I was fined $2,000. I spent 6 months in the pen, and I'm back.
And I'm back! And we're gonna set this fucking neighborhood on fire.
I'll be back in 6 months for fucking Backyard Wrestling Presents Crawling in My Skin.
Oh, dude, I would have been there.
Hell yeah, 6 months out the pen. Yeah, you know that guy's pretty good.
The commission has already informed 17-year-old Greg Skipper, who puts together groundbreaking wrestling shows on Saturday nights, that they will press charges against him if he doesn't stop putting on shows. Now, are you? I'm guessing you aren't familiar, but do you know Greg Excellent? Do you remember him?
I do know Greg Excellent. Yes,
that is Greg Skipper,
the Skipper,
and he turned the Skipper, and he turned groundbreaking wrestling from a backyard event into like a real indie, and they ran for like years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because I remember like near the end of me watching CZW, I remember groundbreaking wrestling because I think they ran in Pennsylvania. I was reading this, so I was like, holy fucking shit, Greg Excellent got fined $2,000 for running a backyard event.
I would just move the backyard fed somewhere else.
Yeah, I will go to, I
just run it in Canada and say I'm in Philly.
Yeah, what the fuck? A couple of last things here in WCW news. Juventud Guerrero was fired.
All right.
Shockingly.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Not really sure why, but whatever.
Yeah.
And in WWF news, although we don't have all the details and apparently this is being done slowly, they are apparently going, or at least there's talks of bringing in Afa the Samoan, which is Rikishi's uncle, in as the patriarch of a heel Samoan family, kind of like the old Nation of Domination gimmick.
Oh, it's kind of like the Bloodline. I don't know.
That?
I don't want it.
Never seen that before.
Which really sets up this review, because there's a part of this Rikishi thing that history does not talk about at all.
No way.
So let's talk about Raw from October 9th, 2000.
All right, so we kick off this Raw with a cold open, kind of explaining what's happened over the past week or so here, and a little bit longer, really, Survivor Series. Stephanie cost Triple H the number one contender spot against Kurt when he tried to save Steph from Chris Benoit.
Benoit put Stephanie off the apron. Damn!
Stephanie then helped Kurt Angle beat Too Cool in a tag match.
Because he needed the help.
Kurt then asked Stephanie to join him on a permanent basis.
They're going steady.
Steph then thanks Kurt Angle for appreciating her because Triple H does not.
Oh, fuck, you're going to lose her. You're going to lose her.
Stone Cold then gave Mick Foley a stunner, and Mick said that embarrassed him.
Yeah, he suspends Austin, and Austin says, I think you should reconsider. And Foley says no. So Stone Cold says, well, you left me no alternative. And then he stuns him again.
He actually gives heat to Mick Foley, which is crazy. Which is like, especially in this era, pretty nuts.
That's just how crazy. Over Stone Cold is. Stone Cold could do no goddamn wrong.
Well, it's my life in a box.
Dude, Austin walking through the warehouse on fire is like maybe the best B-roll shot of all time.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing ever. He's the coolest guy ever of all time.
Yeah, they said they had a vision.
I wonder like how much it cost for them to shoot that. Like the shit with that, and then them fighting with the ring on the roof. That was awesome.
It probably cost them more to have this Steve Blackman match here tonight than really, that'd be honest with you.
It should cost them their lives for fucking having that match on the show. Those fucking goddamn fuckers, man. We don't fucking talk about this era Raven, all right? This is not canon.
No, this is Raven. This is the Raven I remember.
I don't remember the Tazplex to Kurt being in the intro or Bradshaw clotheslining Billy Gunn very much, but everything else I kind of remember.
Well, there's a dude in the crowd here once we get into the arena. He has a Stone Cold sign with a light on it. I thought that was pretty cool.
I wrote that down too. That was like,
what was that?
I think it was like he was trying to like just get attention on his sign. He thought, I'll attach this light to it and you'll be able to see it all night.
I didn't know it was supposed to be like a truck light or what it was supposed to be. I don't really know.
It looked like you put it on a bicycle.
All right. I don't know.
Whatever
also,
works.
I don't know why I thought this when I first watched this. But I was like, damn, it'd be cool if tonight started with like a match. It didn't start the match.
No fucking way.
Do you remember what era you're watching, James?
Yeah. Oh, no, I did, but a match would be cool.
You're lucky it wasn't Triple H out here fucking first.
Yeah, it probably was. They ripped up the format before the night started, so all right, we'll go with something new.
That's true. Well, JR says tonight Mick Foley guarantees he will name the assailant who ran down Stone Cold like an animal last November.
I just want you guys to know, Mick Foley doesn't know who it is at the start of the show.
He doesn't know. You're right. Yeah, it takes this episode, even though he had guaranteed that he will find it out on this show. He just knew.
In the next 2 hours, I'm figuring it the fuck out.
I'm sick of this shit.
I'm going to start accusing random people until they say yes.
You're right.
Like, when was Survivor Series? This is a year after, right?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, because he had to come back from everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the crowd is booing Mick Foley. How crazy is that?
That's
Commish
weird. That's
Mick
so
Foley
weird.
getting booed, all because he got rid of Stone Cold.
What is also weird is Foley's song is also
remix.
Different. Yeah, it's. I looked it up. This was called "Reckless Commissioner."
This one was called "Boo Me."
I suck.
So Foley says that he has a suspect for Steve Austin's assailant.
Oh my!
And he brings out Shawn Michaels in his best Walker Texas Ranger outfit.
The eyes of Ranger are upon you.
Dude, so Jerry Lawler says, on the internet, a lot of people think Shawn Michaels ran over Steve Austin. What?
He's reading WWF WCW.com.
October 9th, 2000, Jerry Lawler on the internet looking at all the Shawn Michaels running over Steve Austin allegations.
I don't think that was ever on my radar ever. Shawn Michaels was like the last guy I ever would ever expect.
No, dude. And like,
I think they just wanted Shawn back.
Yeah.
I think people just wanted Shawn back. Yeah.
Shawn comes out, cowboy hat, cut off denim shirt with double titty pockets and jeans.
This was the GOAT look in October 9th, 2000, man. Like, coming out with the full denim cowboy hat fit. Like, yeah, he was rocking hose crazy.
Yeah, in his hometown of Anaheim, California. It was great to bring
going wild. Tony, I imagine this is not what he looked like when he met you.
No way, bro.
Dude, the picture I saw, Tony, you guys are smiling crazy, both of you.
Well, that's weird, James. The picture I saw, Tony was wearing a cowboy hat.
That's weird.
And Shawn had crazy brown hair.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Dude, I don't know. There's a lot of different variations. One of them were at like a fair or something, I think.
Yeah, one of them you had a monocle or something.
Yeah, that was true. And a lot of money, I think.
You met Shawn a lot of times, huh?
Yeah,
well, it was the same night. It just got a little crazy.
You kept going back to the same spot. That was pretty cool.
There was one random blonde girl next behind you every time. Is it your handler?
Yeah, she was the one that Shawn Michaels said to shut up. No, that's the guy that said, shut the hell up.
Can somebody edit that girl out of the picture for my boy? He wants to frame this picture. Thank you.
Yeah, get the fuck
Look
out
at
of
the
here,
picture
man.
I just sent you. This is the picture of me at the circus.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's there!
Dude, Tony, you're wearing the craziest
Shawn beat his
robe
pants.
ever.
Shawn beat his pants.
Do you remember that the white tee thing, where they wear the long white tee? That's what the style was.
This is a hoodie, Tony.
It's a Billabong, long
Shawn
white.
beat his pants.
And Tony has a kettlebell in his hand.
The girl is still there.
They did all this and kept her.
Well, the Ferris wheel going into the ground over there. I'm kind of concerned with that.
Tony,
dude,
that's a killing machine.
Yeah, come on.
That's the 2000 penis explosion machine.
That girl will be there forever, bro. She's always there.
Dude.
I see this in my nightmares.
This is crazy.
This is getting retweeted, by the way.
Yeah, this is like, wow. How did this happen? All right.
Well, it was crazy, man. It was a good night. But yeah, Shawn looked kind of like this in this episode of Raw.
Yeah, he was not happy to be here either.
Nah, he is not ready to come back, man. He's training Bryan Danielson to leave his ass alone.
Yeah, well, or not.
Yeah, really. He probably wasn't there at all. He was there for the last day, I'm sure.
That's how all those schools are, man. You get a name to run a school, and then they just don't show up.
They show up on the last day to take the picture. Come on, man.
Yeah, he does. Dude, I'm not even lying.
It was Rudy Boy Gonzalez training him, wasn't it?
I've seen, yeah.
Rude
Jose Lothario probably was training him or something.
Jose Lothario?
That's
his old ass.
He trained Shawn. He trained the whole academy.
He's wiping Shawn's ass.
He's on the Ferris wheel back here.
Dude, I swear I saw a picture of like some dude in the wrestling scene around my area was like, yeah, it was trained by Shawn, and it was just a photo of like a group photo, and Shawn was in the front, and I like, there's no way Shawn was there. There's no way,
dude. He showed up on the last day, guaranteed for the shot, man. That's how you gotta do it, man.
He watched their last practice match and said, "Yeah, you guys are ready.
You guys are good to go, man. I'm not gonna tell Vince to hire you, but you guys are good to go. Go do whatever you want." Greg Excellence got a Fed, I heard.
It only cost you $2,000
or 6 months in jail. You guys decide which one you want to do.
Yeah, we're gonna send your ass up to Maryland.
Tell us how that goes.
Put you on the Maryland loop.
So yeah, we got Shawn here. Internet's been popping crazy for Shawn coming back.
The dirt sheets and the rumors are saying Shawn did it.
They're flying off the windows.
But that's a lie.
Bro.
Shawn never did anything, so it couldn't be true.
He's never done a bad thing in his life, from what I understand.
Yeah, of course not. How could he? So the Heartbreak Kid is here. Mick apparently flew him first class, gave him a 5-star hotel, gave him his old music back. Apparently they were going to switch his music or something.
Oh,
you want that one back? You want the real old one back? and of course he's accusing him tonight in his best Walker Texas Ranger outfit that he ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin. He said, "Why are you doing this?"
Well, he looks like, I mean, to be completely fair to Shawn Michaels here, he does look like he would run Austin over, but if it was like horse and buggy, like not a car. I don't think he would do it with a car.
Right.
So Shawn says, "Did I sneak onto a plane, fly to Detroit, sneak into the Joe Louis Arena, and run down Stone Cold Steve Austin?" He said, "My head isn't so good, I'll tell you that much. But I think I'll remember running down a human being."
His excuse for maybe not remembering is that he has CTE currently.
Which, okay, I hear you. That's probably right.
I mean,
Mick says, "Me too, man. I'll tell you, to be honest with you."
We both probably shouldn't be in a commissioner role ever in our careers because we both have horrible brains.
Very bad. So Shawn says Mick needs to find someone with a motive, but it is not HBK. And he turns around and goes to leave, but Mick grabs him and says, "Hold on one second,
Get the fuck back here.
I have this B-roll ready for this."
I knew you would say some bullshit, Shawn.
I got receipts. So check the Tron. So Mick shows Shawn 2 years ago where Steve Austin beat him at Mania with the Enforcer making a very normal 3 count.
The Enforcer.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
What game was that? 16?
That was 13, right? It was the Attitude Era mode?
No,
right?
there was. The actual Mike Tyson was in it, but then the next year he wasn't in it.
That's right. I'm
Was it
sorry.
16?
Yeah.
It was a
Steve
Steve Austin
Tyson
one.
or whatever everyone called him.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that was the GOAT, man. Yeah, wow, I didn't even look anything like him. Oh, I met that guy.
What I was going to say, he was like a 2K employee.
Yeah, it was, and I met the guy. He was
was.
like, "Yeah, they just used me for the mocap or whatever." I was like, "Oh,
They called the Enforcer too. They did the Enforcer.
That is awesome.
Wow, yeah, there's some like crazy 2K history moments for a lot of people that probably don't know him.
Yeah, people probably didn't know. Yeah, there was when they didn't want to pay Mike Tyson to be in 2K16, so they just scanned a guy from The Office.
Yeah, just an office guy.
He just looked like Mike Tyson, kinda, if you looked at him with your eyes squinting from afar. And yeah, they just put him in the game, and he's the Enforcer. It's not Mike Tyson.
And they did some real crazy close-up shots too. I don't know why they did that, but
I don't know why either.
Yeah, but they were really into it. So, but very funny moment looking back on it. Back then, I was like, "Damn, what the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
especially playing through because they didn't tell anybody that was happening.
No,
you just played it, and then you're like, "Oh shit! All right,
yeah,
I
what the
guess."
fuck is this? Yeah,
this is crazy.
So Mick says Mick says he's going to talk about himself for a second. Shawn, I was talking about myself for a second. He says he gets asked all the time, "What is Mick Foley's greatest match ever?"
Why? Well, many people are asking, why was this a part of the promo?
I think he had a point, and then
you got
it like kind of it like kind of came back into it, but like it's a stretch. Like it was definitely a stretch.
Sure.
He says he gets asked all the time, "What's his greatest match?" And he always thinks that people are going to say him versus Taker Hell in a Cell.
Sure.
But he says his greatest match ever is Mind Games versus Shawn 1996. And then Mick says when the fans hear him say that his favorite match ever, his greatest match of all time, Mick Foley's greatest match ever, is against Shawn at fucking Mind Games 96. The fans say, "Huh?" And he says, "No one remembers that match. No one cares about that match."
Come on, you don't remember? It was in Philly. Come on.
Mick, you fell off the Hell in a Cell and then through the Hell in a Cell
and died.
And then you finished. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What do you think I'm gonna remember, that, or you wrestling Shawn Michaels in poop brown gear? What do you want?
So Mick says that if he crawled out of the hospital bed and lost to Steve Austin at Mania like Shawn did, and gave him the 2 middle fingers,
double birds,
that he would have ran over Steve Austin too. So Shawn,
not making Mick Foley suspicious at all here, by the way. Yeah, you know what, Shawn? I would have ran over Stone Cold if I was in your position.
And Shawn says, "Oh, all right." Shawn gets angry, of course, and he says, "It is time for the truth to be told."
Oh my!
He turns at him. He looks at him. He says, "I was sitting at home watching Survivor Series, wondering what the hell the WWF has come to with guys getting literally run down backstage."
This just sucks.
And Shawn says he doesn't like Steve Austin, but it's not like he hates the guy. And if he did do it, which is all right,
OJ style.
Yeah, this is crazy. Write a book.
If I did it.
So Shawn says if I did do it, it would make me #1 in the spotlight again. But I didn't do it, so it wasn't.
He would love to be #1, and if he ran over Stone Cold, he would admit it, but it wasn't him. But he does have an idea who it was. He says there's one guy that loves the spotlight just as much as all HBK does, and I hate him. I hate his guts. And you know what? He's hungry, he's young, and he's successful. He's got the whole world wrapped around his finger.
Call.
No, it's not Raven. It's not Raven.
No, it's not. All right.
No.
Man.
It's Taz.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it, Mick. If you smell what I'm cooking, yeah, just start sucking a cock. If you what I'm cooking, and then he leaves, and JR says, "What?" And Lawler says, "What? Well, he's obviously fingering the Rock."
Oh, all right.
I put 14 question marks after that. I read that on the internet. He's fingering the Rock right now.
You read that? Am I reading the internet yet?
There's a picture I drew of it.
So yeah, man, Shawn Michaels is back. It wasn't Shawn Michaels, so he's leaving now. Bye.
It wasn't Shawn, and he's immediately blaming The Rock for some reason.
Well, because he's at the top, and of course Shawn will return, and he will take that spot, and it is time for him to take it.
And hopefully The Rock is not here. Hopefully he's doing something else, so I can have that spot, please. Thank you.
So the first match of the evening, Lita versus Jacqueline, WWF Women's Title Hardcore match.
And please remember that this is the hardcore match of the night. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, there can only be one, and sorry,
only
this one takes it.
There's only one hardcore
now,
match.
James, you said it was Lita and Jacqueline. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, so I thought it was Jacqueline taking on Be Real Cypress Hill.
Oh yeah, well I've never seen this before. This is actually like the first time I've ever seen anything like this.
How has this happened? Yeah.
So yeah, I assume they had the overlay for her theme song. And then I assume that they had the overlay for her nameplate. And then at some point they clicked both buttons at the same time and it mixed into one fucked up nameplate.
Does Cypress Hill do Lita's theme?
No, there wasn't. No, that's Taz's theme song.
Oh,
didn't Taz have Be Real and Cypress do this theme song?
He had Cypress Hill, but it was Thug Superstar. Oh, It Just Feels Right without the lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah, this is before like her, the song everyone knows her. But this is
even worse than I thought. I thought maybe like they mixed up her theme song plate and her nameplate.
No, this is
I don't even know how this happened. Yeah, this is like especially a rarity at the time. WWF was like one of the first pioneers of like the a lot of this stuff, like a lot of the way this shit's filmed and produced, and so it's very rare to see them fuck up something like this, and it was fucked up beyond belief.
They put that guy into a paper shredder for sure.
Penis exploding machine. That guy went there big time
at the circus.
Dude, what's even crazier? It's like it doesn't even say like Be Real Cypress. It's like all garbled and like mixed up and weird. Like I don't know.
It's like Missing No on Pokemon.
Yeah. You fuck up your cartridge. It's all fucked up here.
I'm doing it for the Pokemon. I don't care.
Somebody has a sign of Lita from behind with her thong out, and then there's another sign that said, "Lita, where's the thong?
Where is the thong?
please."
She doesn't have the thong out, by the way, just so everybody knows.
Of course.
Well, it shows Jackie and Lita fighting backstage last week on Raw. And then on SmackDown, it shows D'Lo Brown hitting the sky high on Lita for Jackie to beat her.
Dude, one of the things they did on the Raw one where I think Lita was being interviewed and Jackie jumps her. and then they're fighting, and then Lita throws Jacqueline off the hood of a trailer.
It's a real serious fight.
Yeah, and then it was a 6-man tag that Lita hit a moonsault on Jackie, was going to win, and then D'Lo hit her with the Sky High, and Jackie won. And thankfully, we will have so much more to talk about with D'Lo Brown on this show later.
I can't wait.
You know what's crazy here? For a second, I thought JR called this the lowdown. Now, I still think he called it, I'm going to be honest with you, I still think he called it lowdown.
Okay,
I think he called it the lowdown, and then he also said lowdown as in the team. But I think he called it the lowdown, too, because he said lowdown, but a lowdown.
It is all very confusing.
Which is fucking wrong, JR. All right?
Yeah.
We've never gotten that wrong. So
get fucked.
You get that right, buddy.
Yeah. The internet's saying that you're an idiot.
No, we always get that wrong. I'm sorry, JR.
You will die.
Oh, thank you. Well, meet me at the fair and I'll see about that, buddy.
Jackie has a shopping cart full of weapons, which is always awesome. I always
Raven
pop for
style,
this.
like Raven, because
yes,
Raven.
That's the only part we remember.
Raven stole this from Jackie.
That might be true. You never know. It's funny. She came out on the top of the ramp during her entrance with the shopping cart full of stuff. They play those 2 videos from 2 different shows, and then it comes back, and then she only is now just coming down the ramp. They said, "Hey, you gotta wait for a little bit."
It's like the same shot.
You just gotta wait.
You just stand there.
Somebody was sitting there, a gorilla with their hand out. Wait. Wait. All right.
Unless it was on the Tron.
Balor style.
Maybe it was on the Tron, and she was just staring up and looked at it. Knew to go.
Well, they start the match off here. WWF women's title on the line in this one, hardcore match. They go to it's actually pretty fun too. They go to the outside. Jackie hits Lita in the head with a pan immediately. Already starting hot. Lita looked like she got obliterated by that pan, by the way.
Dude, that was crazy. That was awesome.
If it wasn't by the pan, it's what she gets hit with later.
Yeah, they actually go at each other pretty hard here.
Yeah.
Jackie breaks a broom handle over the kidneys of Lita, says JR.
Very specific. I know where the kidneys are right there.
Jackie then hits Lita in the fucking forehead with a hair dryer.
Dude, that was so loud.
It was either like too silly to not pull back, like she had to make it look real, or she thought it wasn't gonna be as heavy as it was. But this thing like sounds like a shotgun.
She bopped her crazy. Like, yeah, the back of it. It's like the circle back of it where like the air comes in and out. You just fucking boop.
Dude, it was so loud. It reminded me when Hogan used the ball peen hammer on the Rock in the back of the head. For real. For shoot.
I constantly think of Hogan using the ball peen hammer.
It's like one of the things I always think about.
It just constantly cycles through my brain.
He was explaining that to Joe Rogan. Yeah, I did it for real. He's like, you hit him with a hammer? Yeah, I hit him in the back of the head with a hammer.
Yeah, for real. I killed him.
And then I killed my brother.
I'm lying.
He said, I can hit you in the back of the head with a hammer. You'd be fine. He's like, what?
That's how
yeah, brother.
Hogan gets away with many murders. Hey, I'll just do this. It's fine.
So Jackie gets the fire extinguisher out. She goes to use it, but she doesn't pull the pin. So Lita then just kicks her and stops her from using it.
Feels like me.
Lita then gets the ladder out and sets it up in the corner.
Why?
And she has a big plan here.
Okay, I'm excited.
The plan is to fall very hard.
To fall backwards,
yeah.
Yes.
Jackie with the DDT on a cookie sheet for a 2.
It sounded loud as fuck, dude. Jackie is like, has a purpose here. This is passing of the torch.
I actually enjoyed this quite a bit.
I did too.
So Jackie climbs the ladder. This feels like a video game or something. Like, this is like us playing a game. It's like I brought the ladder out, so we have to climb it.
Of course.
Like, why is anyone climbing the ladder right now?
This is the second time she climbed the ladder, by the way.
They're both on the ladder. Yeah, what the fuck is happening? So Jackie climbs the ladder, Lita meets her, and then Jackie pushes her ass off the ladder.
And then Jackie climbs down and then climbs up the other side of it and then goes for a crossbody and misses.
I mean, it looked good, though. You know, crossbody looked good. I give her that much. Yeah, she missed. You might want to, next time, don't climb all the way down, climb to the other side, then go for it. You know, I probably just went for it.
Video game style.
Lita then used the fire extinguisher that she knows how to use. She pulled the pin.
As she does.
And she hits Jackie in the head as hard as she can with a cookie sheet. And wins the match.
That's good. Hey, and
she retains the title.
Fun match. I enjoyed this very much. I enjoyed this probably more than most of the matches on this show.
But what about Raven and Steve Blackman? They had to do a crazy hardcore match later.
Yeah, I really liked Jackie and Lita. That was very fun.
This was a great one.
So we go backstage. Chyna meets up with Deborah.
Yes, they are both very happy too, of course. Chyna in a Playboy shirt because she is in Playboy. Deborah looks at the shirt and says, "And what is this?" And Chyna says,
"And what is this?"
A big set of
boobs. And what is this? And perhaps this.
big set of boobs is what she has here. And Chyna asked Deborah how her honeymoon was, which of course I'm assuming was with Stone Cold. They just got married.
Stone Cold,
Oh yeah. And Deborah says, they were for 2 weeks on our honeymoon. It was great. And she said, I missed you. I wish you could have been there. And Chyna says, I'll be there soon. And she shows off her ring. I don't think that's how that works.
Nah, I don't think so. Unless there's like one big island where everyone goes for the honeymoon.
Honeymoon Island? Did you go there, Tony?
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I went to It's in Hawaii. Everyone goes there.
Oh, you don't unlock it until it's time. That's crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you get an invitation when you get married.
I can't like jump over a ramp GTA Vice City style to get into the.
No, there's like a wall there. Yeah.
That
no,
sucks.
you could. Yeah.
It's like Cabin in the Woods, where if you try to get in or out, you just hit the wall.
That's awesome.
Fall. Yeah. No,
What a
I mean
great
they
movie.
died. That guy died in that movie.
They did die, but what a great movie.
What a good movie, though.
Made me happy that you said that. Chyna says, well, have you seen Eddie? And Deborah says, Eddie? And Chyna says, yeah, this he's this tall, black hair, and Mexican. Ha 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 ha.
Deborah
says, Deborah says, yeah, and he talks funny. Ha ha ha.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
That's my fiance. All right, let's calm down.
Well, Deborah says, I didn't see him anywhere. I'm looking for Mick Foley, though. And Chyna says, well, if you see him, tell him I'm looking for him. And Mick Foley is down the hall.
I felt like these were all recorded and then
Not in the same order?
Yeah, they didn't think about where they were putting them or anything, because like the way this plays out throughout the evening is actually pretty jarring.
Yeah, it's...
especially when we get to the end.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree.
So we go backstage. Deborah has found Mick Foley's office. She walks into it very sexily. And Mick Foley's office is the laundry room.
It's a laundry room, and his little stuffed puppy dog is spinning crazy in the washing machine.
Dude, it's spinning around in circles like nuts.
All night.
I don't even know how they do that. I seriously want to know. That's like talented how they did that.
I don't know how they didn't look over and laugh at it every single time. I couldn't survive
Did
that.
you see what was in the other dryer next to it? There was a lava lamp just going on.
Oh,
not
I didn't see that. What?
Not spinning. It was just on. It was just in the dryer.
That's awesome.
Would have been super dangerous to just have it spinning like that, right?
Yeah, they weren't really thinking of much
like what if
concussions.
lava came out?
Real lava is in that lamp.
Dude.
Did you know that?
That would have fucked it all up. Yeah.
Fucked up this machine. This sucks.
Dude, did you? All right. Do you remember like lava lamps? You had one, right, when you were a kid?
Yeah, of course.
I never had one, but I always wanted one.
That's sad, isn't that sad?
I know.
Dude,
Hey,
you
that
didn't
is
even have a childhood if you didn't have a lava lamp.
All right.
You didn't even
Hey,
live.
all right.
You skipped
no
that. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
all right,
I
no
used
problem,
to
fellas.
pretend like I had 40s with the lava lamp, walking around like I was in a rap video or something. You guys remember that?
Yeah, that's right.
Because it was just a 40. It was
That's
like,
right.
yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah. Let's go. See, that
Dude,
guy's got
I
it.
didn't have a
rap
childhood,
video, like,
man.
yeah,
I did not
that
have a
was
childhood.
Nah, you went to
Because it
Honeymoon
was just
Island.
like, they just put lava in a 40 and then they sold it to you and then you heat it up and then lava moves around. That's how the thing works.
Yeah, man.
You wouldn't know, Johnny, though.
No, this sounds fucking crazy, Tony.
I used to use the lava to break down shungite.
Dude, me too.
Yeah. That's right.
Guys, I grew up a little different, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. You know.
You grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right, Sonny. Let him know, man.
I'm sorry. Anyway, back to Mick Foley's office. Yeah.
Yeah, Mick Foley's in there. Yeah, so
Deborah walks in. Deborah walks in. They have the camera on the floor shooting up at Deborah. That's pretty cool.
Very sexily is a great way to put that. She goes in here.
She was hot.
Yeah.
I was just looking at legs. I don't even know why that was hot. It was just hot.
The top half looked like it was just a pair of legs.
That was like
She looked great though, bro.
Yeah,
Come
she
on.
did look good. Her legs did.
Yeah, goddamn right she did, Sean.
What'd you say about my wife there, Sean? So Mick says that he did their relationship, of course, talking about Steve Austin and Deborah. This was like a real thing that happened, and then they just kind of like parlayed it into the show.
Yeah, this is like a part of their angle now.
So Mick says that he did their relationship a favor by sending Steve Austin home because now they get to spend time with each other.
He goes pretty hard into it. He's like, how was the wedding? The honeymoon went all right. He says, wives hate the life of a wrestler. And, Steve was on the road 250 days a year. And what I'm wondering is...
He should go to AEW.
Dude, WCW would have gave him so few more dates than this.
Yeah,
You're right.
He said, did you hate that life enough to possibly do something about it? So was Foley saying that Deborah hit Austin with a car to keep him home?
Yeah, but
That's what he was saying, yeah.
dude, Deborah was also on the road. She was also in the WWF.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Foley does say that Austin was on the road alone. Deborah works for the company and has for years.
She's in the company.
Don't worry about that.
Come on.
Commissioner Foley SCT. It's fine, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I guess so. Yeah. So Deborah possibly hit Stone Cold with a car to keep him
I can
home.
believe that.
Okay. Well, that's insane.
Yeah, that's right.
And you still walk down the aisle? Come on, bro.
Deborah says Steve Austin is my husband.
She gets pissed.
Yeah,
she
that's
gets
her
fucking
husband.
pissed. Yeah.
And the crowd popped huge for it. I don't know if that's the first time she ever just like flat out said Steve Austin is my husband before.
Sure.
I feel like they just made it. Yeah, like this is it.
This is official right here.
Yeah, it wasn't like their wedding or like their being married or anything was like an angle. Like they never, I don't think they.
No, not at all.
They just said, hey, you got married. That was cool.
So Steve Austin is my husband, and I am happy that my husband, Steve Austin, stunned you, Mick Foley.
Yeah, I'm so thankful that Steve stunned you. I just regret I wasn't out there with him. Thank you. And Foley says, hey, don't leave the arena just yet. Have a nice day.
That is fucking crazy. She's like walking out, don't leave the arena now.
Yeah,
You showed up at call, now you only got a little bit more left, so stay around.
When I want something bad to happen.
Yeah, for real. You see this lava lamp I got back here?
You see this dog? What it doing?
So we go backstage. Triple H is talking to Stephanie McMahon. I don't know why I said talking
Any matches?
so weird
Can we
there.
get any fucking matches on
No,
this show?
no fucking way. I thought we were going to
You
start
need
with
the
one.
stories. This is all storyline.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I get
yeah.
the story. I see the story. I fucking trust me. I know Stone Cold got hit by a car a year ago. I'm here. I see it.
Well, No Mercy's coming out, which,
No mercy.
Well, Triple H is teaming with Chris Jericho tonight because of Mick Foley, and he is not happy about that.
This is a dumbass match.
That's a shoot, brother.
Yeah, sorry. I was just.
He says that, last time they were fighting in last man standing matches and shit, and now for some reason they're teaming. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And I had to fight my best friend
OMG,
X-Pac?
What's going on here?
My best friend X-Pac. The only redeeming part is I get a piece of Benoit. Somebody says, listen, this is what I'm talking about. You need me out there with you. You can't trust Jericho. Benoit's a loose cannon. And obviously, Mick Foley is too. You could utilize my talents at ringside. And, well, Triple H says, listen, we've been over this a million times. My decision is final. I don't want you at ringside. It's too big of a risk, and that's it. And speaking of business decisions, I'm glad you made the right one and decided to not accompany Kurt Angle to the ring on a permanent basis. And I'll see you after my match. And Stephanie does just raised eyebrows as Triple H leaves. And I mean, she never officially said that she wasn't going to, but
Sounds like Triple H needs to politic a little harder.
Yeah, Triple H needs to ixnay this angle very fast.
Yeah, real quick. A limo pulls up, and they thought, who did they think it was going to be, Steve?
Stone Cold. They said, oh, that's Stone Cold. He's here. I knew he's going to be here.
Yeah, it's a big old long black limousine here, and that's Linda McMahon.
Dude, I could not believe my fucking eyes as Linda Ellerby. I haven't seen Linda Ellerby in so long. It was like,
It's been a while, you're right.
News, bro.
Dude. What a crazy time. When's the last episode we watched that had Linda McMahon in it? It's been 20 years, it feels like. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just came to make sure that she wasn't seen as guilty for killing Steve Austin.
She didn't run over Stone Cold.
So that's interesting. So Linda Ellerby goes backstage. She meets up with Mick Foley. And she informs him that the bees are going extinct. And
You are a sick freak.
at the sound of that, millions of kids that switched over to Cartoon Network. So we have Raven versus Steve Blackman up next. Now, why are you sighing?
Because, James, this is fucking horrible. This is horrible. This is
non-hardcore.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's specifically come on. It's specifically stated. This is confusing from the jump. It's Raven versus Steve Blackman. Steve Blackman is the hardcore champion, but this is a match that Raven challenged Steve Blackman to. And what that match is, well, it is a regular rules match. And JR says, well, the hardcore title won't be on the line here because Raven challenged Blackman to a contest with regular rules. So the hardcore title won't be on the line here. Immediately after that, Lillian Garcia announces that this is for the hardcore championship.
Oh, okay.
And then they start grilling her on commentary. You hear Lillian? This is not a hardcore title match. You fuck.
Yeah, I think that was a rib, I'll be honest with you. I think it probably was. And then they ribbed him and said, you guys got to work non-title, non-hardcore.
Yeah, man. And these guys needed weapons very badly.
No, this is awesome. What?
No.
Oh, my God.
No.
Well, non-title, non-hardcore, because he doesn't want to be pigeonholed as the hardcore guy, all right? He's trying to win the Europeans title maybe later on.
Well, the European champion is not anywhere near this match.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
and honestly, the matches are all out of order. I'll be honest with you. The way the matches go, they probably should reverse the whole card, to be honest with you. But that's a discussion for another time.
And there's not really a world where I am like overly excited Like, I'm not like, wow, Raven and Steve Blackman, this is gonna be unbelievable. But somehow I still was left disappointed. Tony, is that right?
Always. Big Steve Blackman guy. He could beat up anybody. You know that for real?
That's his thing. He could beat up anybody.
I wish he for real would have beat up somebody here. But that's not what happened.
Maybe Raven?
Sadly not. No.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, Raven requested the match to be just regular match. JR was like telling us why, but then he like stopped mid-sentence and started talking about Stone Cold again. So we don't really ever figure out why he's doing that.
About the important thing here. They probably don't know.
So we start the matchup here. Blackman gets sent to the outside. Raven hits the fucking Super McDougal over the ropes. That was pretty cool looking.
Dude, what? Yeah, that was insane. Rotating plancha.
Steve Blackman then grabs Raven gut wrench style and runs his head straight into the steps. I don't know if that was planned or not.
This is crazy. Dude, he like gut wrenches him, and it was like Steve Blackman, he couldn't have tried, like if he wanted to fucking take out one of Raven's eyes, he couldn't have done it better than this, because he legit smashes him into the corner of the stairs face first.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
It was something.
Raven then does the patented drop toe hold on Steve Blackman into the steps.
Yes.
Another patented Raven spot coming out the corner with the clothesline, but they mistimed it a little bit.
See, I thought this was Raven inventing the sling blade, and he just didn't have it down pat yet because he fucked it up.
Raven with the gut kick rolling elbow.
I almost fucking turned the show off when I saw this.
Oh my god! Dude. I was like, the King's Road is finally here.
Dude, gut kick, hits the ropes, in gelatin rolling elbow.
Dude, that was the sickest rolling elbow of all time, man. Misawa, come on.
Dude, even the crowd started booing. They don't even fuck with Misawa like that.
Yeah, you're right. They're always Kobatsu guys, and I do that shit.
Of course, yeah.
So Steve Blackman wins with a bicycle kick shortly after this one.
Yeah, dude. Blackman dug down on a back body drop. Raven leapfrogged him and then got hit with a bicycle kick. Mad. No.
I thought it was cool. You guys. Gut kick rolling over. I don't know.
For a non-title, non-hardcore match,
yeah, man,
this is a non-wrestling match.
Oh, I hate it. Well, Linda Ellerby's here, so it's all good.
Well, she hit Stone Cold with a car.
So, well, maybe we'll see, brother. Raven clotheslined him out of the ring after the match and taunts to boos. I was like, oh, okay, Raven keeps his heat. That's not the case. Steve Blackman gets back in the ring with toys, as JR says, which makes us makes us even crazier that Steve Blackman's just beating him up with toys. And
he's got his toys there, and he's very dangerous with those things.
I guess. Yeah. He beats the shit out of Raven, a guy he just beat anyways.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. Gut kick rolling elbow, W, easy match.
No.
Backstage segment, Mick Foley is talking to Linda Ellerby in his office. Linda says, I did not fucking kill Stone Cold, I promise.
Well, maybe there is an alternate universe where Linda McMahon is the one that ran over Steve Austin, and it makes me smile very
guys with a time machine going back and changing this to Linda Ellerby killing Steve Austin with the car.
And Taz is the passenger princess in this assault as well.
And they get out of the car together. And they come out to Cypress Hill, be whatever. Yeah.
Be real Cypress Hill.
Be real Lita Cypress
That's their tag team name, Be Real Cypress Hill. Linda Ellerby and Taz. Be Real Cypress Hill.
Imagine the power trip that would be. You got Stephanie and Triple H at the top, and then opposing them is Linda McMahon and Taz.
Linda Ellerby gut kick rolling elbow.
No! She does the Bronco Buster. I play No Mercy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The women's slap also.
Women's special slap, of course. Yes,
of course.
Well, Foley says, I believe you, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, that I found this. And it's a hotel registry from Detroit with her name on it. What the fuck does that even mean? They just had these laying around. She just has hotel keys laying around.
Well, Linda stayed at a hotel, so that's cause for running over Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is fucking insane. First off, the hotel just gave him this registry. Second off,
yeah, how did he get this? You're right.
Linda tells Mick, I work here and I was there for the pay-per-view.
I do my job.
I'm the CEO of the company.
You dumb ass. There's no way he's gonna figure this out, right? There's no way.
Yeah, we're
He
getting
has
into the
no
show
clue
time.
right now who this is.
He's got 2 hours.
Hey, Linda McMahon legit says, I fucking work here, Mick, and I don't think I would take out the top merch seller in the company for any reason at all, ever.
Yeah, well, he's humiliated your husband and beat up your son, and you wouldn't hesitate to beat up your daughter, and when you combine all those, it kind of becomes an issue.
I think that this whole conversation, I think you're about to be fired and you're going to have to go write another book. How about that, buddy?
How does Linda not look at him and say, how the fuck are you the commissioner here?
Get the fuck out of here. What am I doing in the... She should have just ran this whole thing down. What the fuck is this?
I'm in a laundry room, you idiot.
Cut the fucking camera off. I know your ass ain't asking me shit.
She should have stuffed him in the lava washing machine. Get the fuck in there,
This is
idiot.
dangerous as shit. Lava lamp.
And then Taz comes in and pats her on the back.
We got a shooting guy in here somewhere.
Brother.
The next backstage scene is Mick Foley tumbling around in a
It's Mick
With
Foley.
lava.
We got all this shit he has in a box. He's got to get the fuck out of here.
checkers and lava lamps and cactus are all
Oh my
floating around in
God.
it.
Hate your
Drying.
fucking guts, man.
Dude, Linda and Taz, the thug superstars.
It turns out she did kill Steve Austin.
Yeah, fuck about your business.
Get the fuck out of here, man. You're fired.
She just spits in his face Randy Orton style.
Slaps him. Fuck you.
Yes, I mean, it didn't go like that, though.
Sadly, but because they got it wrong, and that's why the
You're
company almost
right.
died. So
Yeah, that's true. You guys are about to have a rough, long time.
Forever.
In a
Yeah,
moment.
you haven't even got to 2008 yet. You
Y'all
got a harsh reality
y'all are
on
trying to
your
push
way.
Rikishi. All right, let's get that straight. That's what she should have told Mick. I don't know if you know how dire things are here. I don't know if you see who's in the main event tonight. Things ain't getting
You
better.
didn't see that last match?
Why the fuck would I take out Stone Cold Steve Austin? You see the main event tonight?
Bro, they could have hired DDP instead. He could have been the one that hit Stone Cold. That would have been really crazy.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, but that didn't happen either.
No way.
Foley says, well, since Steve has, went down, who was the top merch seller while he was gone? And Linda
Taz.
says, in the jumpsuit. Linda says, well, it's the fucking Rock. What do you think?
Raven.
Taz, just another victim t-shirt. Top seller.
Oh my God, dude. This is WWF. You can't have that shirt, dude.
Tony, there's a good point to the DDP thing. We were just talking about the Observer, where he was looking to get out of his deal.
Yeah, that's
maybe
what I'm saying.
they planned this angle for a blonde guy to hit Stone Cold with the car, and thought, okay, after a year, DDP will be here.
He didn't come, so they're like, what's our next best
Said,
option?
fuck, who do we get? Fucking Rikishi.
Okay. The Rock is now suspect number one.
Yeah, Linda didn't do it. The Rock is definitely right.
So
up there
why
now.
is nobody suspecting Chris Benoit?
You're right. He's on his way to the ring.
Well, he's here, and he's walking, and he's talking, and he's going to Mick Foley's office. You better watch out.
Oh, fuck.
So, yeah, man, there he is. And X-Pac comes out with the X-Pyro.
He
Jericho
doesn't like
comes
the song.
out.
Did you see that interview?
He doesn't like what song?
He doesn't like the
I
X-Pac
didn't
song.
like this song.
What,
yeah,
X-Pac?
so I heard that.
X-Pac?
Yeah, it
He
doesn't
hated
say
this
that,
song, yeah.
but yeah, he didn't like that.
Oh, why?
I don't know. He said he didn't like it, and he liked the Run DMX DX one better, which
Good song, man.
is Run DMC.
He
Sorry.
likes Uncle Cracker too. He's the one who picked Uncle Cracker.
He fucking Shane McMahon told him when they were putting X Factor together that they were gonna have Red Hot Chili Peppers do the X Factor song, and X-Pac said, "Fuck that! I want Uncle Cracker."
Dude, why don't you take your ass on somewhere else then? How about that?
Yeah,
Now
Shane
on
should
Red
have
Hot Chili Peppers, that would have been awesome.
Shane should have potatoed him right there.
Funny Taz.
Pop pop.
Taz and Linda Ellerby. Yeah, you talk to them about your song, buddy.
Taz McMahon.
You don't have to add anything to his name. He doesn't have a last name.
Let's put a dash anyways. We just base off his last name. He's
Taz.
Taz Dash McMahon.
Taz Ellerby Dash McMahon.
It's Taz Z Dash.
Oh, Taz and then C Dash McMahon. Okay,
Z
yeah,
Dash
I'm with
McMahon.
it.
Oh my God.
I'm with it.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, anyway, this is a fucking tag match that we got here, bro. Somehow,
I like the Other Cracker song, by the way.
I do too.
Me too. I thought it was cool.
It was very good. I was impressed here that they were able to put a Raw main event tag match in the middle of the show.
Yeah, like
and
I
then
said,
also
man.
do one later.
Yeah, like I said, I think like a lot of this was like set up really badly. To be honest with you, it was just set up like very stupidly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the Raven match was supposed to be hardcore too, but they said, "Damn, we got another hardcore match."
Son of a fucking bitch.
So yeah, X-Pac got the X-Pyro, Jericho got the Girltron, Triple H got My Time, and Chris Benoit's here. So like you got like the craziest tag match of 2000 ever right here. This is nuts.
And Triple H goes to do the water spit, and X-Pac is watching his back. That's the story here. That X-Pac still has Triple H's back, regardless of him being on the other team.
Yeah, so Jericho tags himself in. Triple H gets pissed. Benoit pushes them into each other. Can they coexist tonight? Is the question that everyone's asking.
No. Why would they?
This crowd fucking hates X-Pac.
Dude, he tags in, and they like it's the most heat anyone's had all night.
They fucking hate this dude. It's crazy.
What did he do?
Because he didn't pick the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I was reading on the internet that he didn't have the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
So Benoit splits the post on Jericho's ball sack while the ref is distracted.
Well, not the first time or the last. Not the last time you'll see that tonight. I meant, sorry.
Triple H goes up to the top rope. So Jericho then punches X-Pac out of the ring over the ropes. And of course that knocks down Triple H.
Yeah, okay. This is a very, very strange ending here because before that, Benoit German suplex Triple H and bridge for a 2, which JR was convinced was a 3. He said, "Oh, it's a 3, and that's a 3 count. 3? No, it's a 2."
Fuck that. No, it's not.
And then, as James said, Triple H gets bumped, crotched on the top rope, and then he just falls off the top rope and gets pinned by Benoit. And not a single person in the crowd made a noise.
So
No way.
Anyone going to accuse Benoit of running over Steve Austin yet, or
why would he have done that? What are you talking about?
None of these guys in this match are nobody. Triple H, Chris, Jericho, X-Pac, nobody.
Well, remember, I think we watched one where Austin accused Triple H, and he said, "If I would have did it, I would have told you right to your face."
Oh yeah, you're right. You know what? Most of these guys here, they probably were already accused, and we've already
that's true.
Probably ex-nate it. You know what I mean? We're probably done with it.
Maybe not X-Pac though. That son of a bitch.
Oh, that's true. Someone needs to check that guy. So we go backstage. Triple H goes to Mick Foley's office, and Edge and Christian are there.
Edge and Christian are pissed. Says, "Hey, you can't bust in on us." Triple H ignores him. Says, "I want Benoit. He headbutted my wife.
Dude.
He's cost me the number 1 contendership, and he's busted my head open. These are 3 of the most important things in his life."
Dude, he busts in a fucking office. Benoit headbutt my wife. Oh shit! All right, damn.
I want him. No Jericho handicapping me. No nothing. Me and Benoit. I want a piece of him. And Foley says, "Listen, I'll give you the match with Benoit, but not tonight. It'll be you and Benoit, no mercy, man." And listen, I got business to do. And Triple H says, "I got business
to sell, man. You heard of that?"
Yeah, no. Well, Triple H says, "I got business to do, and I guess I'm gonna have to do it at no mercy." And he leaves.
Well, Edge and Christian immediately start roasting him the second he leaves the room.
I swore that he was going to come back and kick their ass.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah.
I can't believe I can't believe it wasn't written that way. That's actually surprising because Triple H was there watching them fucking shit on him.
He should have came back in and just looked at him and said, "Did you guys say something?" They said, "No."
No way, dude.
Yeah, that's what awesome.
Yeah, Edge says that was completely uncool of the game. I mean, the game? What's up with that? Who is his manager? Milton Bradley?
What's the deal with that? Yeah, that's what it's all about, baby.
And Christian says, "What a Rikazoid. I am the Parcheesi."
Dude, I love this stupid ass gimmick, man. This is so good, man. This is like we talked about it before. This is like this comedy duo that they have here. It's like they've never been able to do this again. Like no one's
it's
ever
unmatched.
no one's been able to get this right except for these guys.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
they're so willing to be stupid.
Yeah, like maybe because they probably saw Bill and Ted, and like I assume most people at the time have seen Bill and Ted, which is crazy to me that nowadays people probably haven't. Like kids nowadays or whatever haven't seen Bill and Ted. But it was a very big deal for a while.
Be excellent to each other, God damn it!
Yeah, for real. That's where that comes from. I don't know if you guys knew that. No, you kids out there. We talked about it before too. You get Bill and Ted DVD at Pizza Hut one time. Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Oh, that was awesome.
That's cool. You get stuffed crust pizza and you get Bill and Ted. So
Bogus journey. That's awesome.
Yeah. But anyways, I think they did that very well. And I don't know if anyone has the ability to do that as well as these guys.
No.
I am the Parcheesi made me literally have to like pause it. And I was like, holy fucking shit.
It was so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Christian says this whole thing with Stone Cold. By the way, congrats on suspending him because his actions the past few weeks are full of felonocity. And Edge says, yeah, what he did to you reeked of rudosity. And Foley is sitting there just getting more and more angry. He says, guys, fuck, stop, suck it up to me, man. It doesn't explain where you were at Survivor Series. And Christian says, well, we were getting ready for our brutal 4-way tag match against the Hardys, Too Cool, and the Holly Cousins.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. You know, you're right.
Edge says we were totally in the dressing room getting ready for our match. And Chris says when Stone Cold got hit, we were with the trainer. And Edge says, that's right. And Foley is his face is in his hands now. Like, he's just so sick of these dudes. He says, that's right. The trainer can totally back our story. Remember, you gave him that wedgie. Good stuff, right, Mick? And Mick says, yeah, good stuff. And Christian says, dude, we're going to be late. We got to get out of here. And Edge says, sorry, Mick, we got to bail. We got surfing lessons. And then
you know what? That's right.
It is. They have surfing lessons. I mean, that's a true. You know what I mean? You gotta.
That's real shit, man.
And well, Mick slams his gavel on the desk, and a bunch of shit goes flying everywhere. And Edge and Christian leave.
His checkerboard, dude. He does that all night. Checkerboard hits the gavel on the checkerboard.
It's to show his authority.
So Triple H walks into Stephanie's locker room. I guess it's their locker room, but I'm gonna say it's Stephanie's.
Sure.
He's pissed and sweaty, and he. The
cameraman almost died, by the way, on this shot.
Because it's like a long shot down the hallway, and then it turns into the room. Yeah. And then he lays on the fucking leather couch. Come on,
wet and
sweaty
shit. Yeah.
Sick. He burned his fucking couch out, man.
Dude, in the hallway, he poured water all over his head. It's like, fuck, man, you gross little guy.
So Stephanie says a lot of shit has been happening, and it's all started happening when he told her to stay out of ringside. Just something to think about.
Shit.
Just something to think about.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, she is the boss's daughter. This is fake.
Yeah, that's great.
She has the book just as much as her dad does, Triple H.
Well, 120,000 voters have smacked down their votes.
That's good. I see Gore and Bush are going to do another debate this week. Well, those art farts going to come to SmackDown and talk to the future of this country.
That would have been fucked up beyond belief.
Dude, George W. on SmackDown?
Al Gore, Man Bear Pig on TV, really
flying around.
So we have Hardy Boys versus Lowdown for the WWF tag titles.
Lowdown are the best kept secret in professional wrestling.
This is literally fucking insane. Tell the people who Lowdown is.
Lowdown is, of course, D'Lo Brown and, you guessed it, Chaz.
That was his name too. You guessed it, Chaz.
Who the hell is Chaz?
Chaz, come on, beaver cleavage.
Yeah, it's one of the goats of all time.
Headbanger Mosh, come on, man.
Yeah, somehow this guy is still here. Somehow this guy is still here, and this is the tea that's happening right now that they're pushing.
You know what's even crazier is that this is not the original incarnation of this team. There was a third in this group, and it was Tiger Ali Singh.
Oh, they had a little run there for a minute.
Tiger Ali Singh was their manager.
You're right.
Yeah, they're out here. This is 2000s The Bashams. This is unbelievable.
You're right. We talked about it a little bit. This is the reverse Bashams.
In white?
Yeah, they're in the white pants to black pants.
Tiger Ali Singh was their Shaniqua.
Dude, I just found a picture. What the hell?
Holy shit.
Yeah, these are the goats.
Oh my god! How did this not work?
I did
that's
not
weird.
ever see this version of Lowdown.
Didn't they do something with a sausage or something?
Kielbasa.
I think
Kielbasa,
you're thinking
that's what
that
it
was
was.
Tiger Ali Singh before Lowdown. That was him with Babu.
Check this out.
Okay.
Look at D'Lo Brown. Look at my man
Dude,
D'Lo
this
Brown
is
over
fucking insane, Tony.
Vince said this is a good gimmick, man.
Yeah, I like this gimmick that I came up with. Whether you guys are like Tiger Ali Singh. You were, I mean, of course.
You got Chaz back here. Where's Chaz?
Shit, we need to find something for Chaz.
We got Tiger. We got
it,
D'Lo. We
Chaz.
got Chaz.
Maybe, you know what's crazy? Maybe they had these discussions and Vince just forgot that his name was Taz. Hey, put Chaz with D'Lo.
No, I mean, Taz was getting ready for the Linder Ellerby run.
Yeah,
So,
you
no,
might be
couldn't do
right. You
this.
could be right.
But Lowdown is going to get this heat tonight in this tag match. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, so they're completely gone from the Tiger Ali thing. This is just them. They're two bros in white pants.
Yeah, D'Lo Brown, no chest piece or anything. He's just hanging out.
No, bald, so bald, all around bald.
You think Tiger Ali Singh left to go get boobs? He'll be back later.
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That was a Basham's reference, everybody, just in case.
Yeah, just
not
in
the
case.
same page here.
Yeah, just in case.
No, I get it.
No. D'Lo Brown, it's a nice spine buster on Matt Hardy here. I'm not gonna lie though, I definitely thought Chaz was Sean Morley for a minute.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Dude, from behind,
Well,
he definitely looks like bald-headed.
Don't
Sean
you
Morley.
worry, James. Sean
I
Morley
know.
is here.
I know. So Chaz hits the safest burning hammer ever.
Chaz burning hammer mid-card match on Raw. Matt Hardy is crazy. I also wrote down here, Chaz misses a big leg drop, and then I wrote, I don't know why I'm writing this down.
Yeah, me neither, man. I'll be honest with you.
right?
Dude, that was a good thing you wrote down there, I'll be honest.
I just self-observation here. By the way, on commentary, Jerry Lawler is accusing Jeff Hardy as potentially being the one that ran down Stone Cold. He says, well, first he asked if Lowdown ran them down, and JR says, well, neither of them are blonde, because that was the big thing. It was a blonde guy that did it.
Oh,
and Lawler
right.
says, oh, well, Jeff Hardy, look at his hair. Is that his hair? It's purple or blue or something tonight. And JR says, oh, I think that's his hair. He's a free spirit. And Lawler says, wait a minute. You think he was originally blonde? Maybe he's hiding his hair color, which is, I guess, not a crazy point to make there.
If Jeff Hardy was the guy that ran over Stone Cold, that would have changed history forever.
I don't even know what that looks like. Like, what does that look like for his career?
Modest at the top. That's what it looks like. Yeah, come on, everybody. Yeah, mount up.
I did it for the creature.
We got a word everywhere, Turtle. Yeah, so Jeff takes off his shirt, and the girls in the crowd go nuts.
Dude, that is unbelievable. The ladies come out for Jeff Hardy.
And Jerry Lawler says that if he took his shirt off, he would get the same reaction.
They would send you to jail. Is what they would do.
Riz and sexual harassment again.
Yeah,
The difference
of course,
is
he's
right
the
there.
He's the best at it somehow.
So then two dudes in all gold outfits might be the NWA tag champs right now, for all I know. They run down and they push Jeff Hardy off the top rope, and then they
Goddamn conquistadors.
they Zoidberg walk away.
That is fucking unbelievable. Yeah, they pushed. Jeff was going for the swanton. They shoved Jeff to the floor. Then Chaz loads Jeff up on the top rope, and Lowdown hit a frog splash version of Power and Glory, which was awesome.
That was pretty cool. Yeah,
That was
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Well, the referee's distracted by Chaz staying in the ring as D'Lo gets the cover on Jeff, which leads to Matt Hardy giving D'Lo Brown a concussion with a leg drop to the back of his head off the second rope.
Yeah.
Or the top, was it top rope?
It might have been top, yeah.
Yeah, well, definite concussion city here. And then he rolls Jeff on a D'Lo, and the Hardys retain the tag titles.
Yeah, I always love the little things in wrestling where, like, the ref is distracted by Chaz, who is he's standing in the ring a little too long.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, man.
Chaz, you're pissing me off, to be honest with you. Get the fuck out of the ring.
Why are you in this fucking company, man? Get the fuck out of here.
So Chaz then attacks Matt Hardy with the tag belt after the match, and they retain their heat.
Of course, they need to keep Lowdown heated up
The Raven could not.
for. I wonder, what is the fate of Lowdown here? Does Lowdown have a Wikipedia?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure things went great for them going forward.
So they formed a tag team in July of 2000. They wrestled mostly on Sunday Night Heat and Jacked. Shortly after they formed, Tiger Ali Singh joined the team to become their manager. The team came dressed towards the ring in Sikh attire and took on a gimmick very similar to Tiger's. The team was removed from television after Tiger Ali Singh was injured, and according to D'Lo, it was the lowest point of his career.
Oh, that's
damn.
interesting.
Chaz and Tiger Ali Singh were later released by WWE while D'Lo was in OVW. Well,
He escaped by going to OVW.
None of this doesn't work out great for anyone.
And they got a tag title shot. There's one thing Chaz is going to do is have a good tag finish.
Yeah, that's true. He had a lot of them too.
So we go backstage. Mick Foley is playing checkers with Al Snow.
Al? You're telling me I'm playing checkers with Al?
Yes, indeed. Well, he's wearing a blonde wig. So
He just
course,
looks like Al Snow.
He's wearing a blonde wig. He's Al Snow wearing a blonde wig. And as you know, someone blonde ran over Steve Austin, so it's got to be him. It's got to be him.
I mean, I would totally believe that. I would blame him, and I would call the cops immediately and have him sent to the lowest part of jail.
As far down as you can send him. Al Snow says that he's wearing the wig because he's representing Sweden tonight. And Foley says, yeah, you probably did it. You know, matter of fact, you did it. I know you
Go,
did
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Al says, it's a country full of blonde people. No, I wouldn't be wearing this wing. Dankeschön for noticing, though, which is thank you. And Foley says, that's German. And now you said it wrong. And Al says, don't get anal about it now. And Foley says, well, the criminal. Oh, yeah, he said you were sending subliminal messages to me that you could be the criminal.
Dude, this was the worst segment of all time. Man. I'll be honest with you. This is horrible.
This is like the opposite of Edgy Christian.
Yeah, this was fucking horrible, man.
Maybe the criminal wasn't a blonde person, but a person wearing a blonde wig. And Al says, your insight as usual continues to amaze me. Do you know who also has a lot of wigs? And Foley says, no, who? And Al says, I don't know. I was asking you. And then Foley says, get the fuck off.
Out of here, man.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Get the fuck out of
here. He says, you got a match
man.
next, and if I was you, I'd be changing that theme song so it'd make some sense. I don't know if that sounds inside. I'm not sure what that was about.
Yeah, and then as it fades to black, JR goes, who done it, Mick? Who ran over Austin, Mick? Who done it? Who done it, Mick?
I hope at some point during this that JR got accused, by the way.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because I need to see what that looks like.
So next up, we have Al Snow versus Test for the Europeans Championship.
Oh, dude, the hits are constantly coming.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Y'all are tripping crazy. I can't believe this was here.
When we picked this show, James, do you remember what you said?
No, what did I say?
I do remember it.
You said, let's watch this one because I know there's just going to be a bunch of fucking bullshit on it.
Oh, yeah, I did say that. And I was right.
You were completely right.
Shit.
Yeah,
Good
you were
Lord.
completely right.
So, Europeans Championship match. Al Snow's the champion. Al Snow comes out of here and he's representing Athens, Greece tonight.
Of course. And he's got the doo-wop theme with the T-Birds jacket and a picture of John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, and head has big hair, because Greece.
Dude, when the joke is so on the fucking nose, it's not funny anymore.
Greece? Have you seen Greece?
Dude, I just think about like when I think it was you, Johnny, or somebody were reading, was it Observers or something, whenever Al Snow came on, the ratings went down or something.
That's probably true. This is probably an accurate thing that was right on the show. I agree.
So yeah, that's what happened here.
Come on, it was Greece, Tony.
Holy shit, they hold the thing up. You know John Travolta in Greece?
Yeah, holding up the picture of him. Hey, you got, the songs they sing on there.
Hello?
Regal's on commentary, by the way. They're asking him, hey, you've seen Greece? And Regal says, no, man. No.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
They got Deuce and Domino coming up in a few years. So
the Bashams. People were not happy about that.
Dude, things are dire in the WWF. Somebody has got to do something. So Trish is here, and she's with Tess, did a cowboy hat. That's pretty cool.
Dude, did you see the TNA shirt that Tess is wearing? It's amazing. It looked like a concert shirt. I was like, this is the coolest shirt ever. I don't know if anyone's ever bought this shirt. I gotta try to find it because it was awesome.
I can't believe this match is this late into the show. I'll tell you that much.
I can't believe it's on the show.
Fucking sucked, man. This match was awful.
Nah, come on.
Horrible backstage segment, and that's fucking stinger.
Come on, dude, think of all the moves that they were fucking doing, man.
I can't take this shit no more, man.
Dude, Regal.
I just wanted to have a good Raw. I just wanted to watch some good matches, man.
That's not fucking happening. October 2000, dude. No, on commentary, Regal is railing Al Snow, too, by the way. He calls him an ignoramus. And Jared says, ignoramus.
He's not that. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. We hate him here.
I wish he would go away and die.
Yeah, go on Netflix. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so we want Puppy's chance because, who the fuck cares about this match?
Why?
Because Trish Stratus' big old slammers, bro. Are you kidding me?
Oh, right.
Sorry, I did not mean to call them slammers. I apologize.
That is an unbelievable fucking way to put that.
JR says, can I ask you one question, Mr. Regal? And Regal says, yes, of course. He says, who ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin?
And Regal also blames The Rock. What the fuck?
JR is the most ride or die for his friends dude ever.
Yeah, you're right. Even more so at the end of the show, which is even funnier.
Al Snow tries to use head, but Trish stops him. Tess runs over and accidentally hits Trish. Al Snow then uses head on Tess. The crowd boos. No one cares. Everyone's pissed.
Thankfully, Tess does hit the big boot on Al, and it does look good. That was my happy part of this match.
He kills him with the big boot.
That was awesome. But it only got a 2 count, and then Fucking Test hits the Test Bomb, also for a 2 count. And he hits him with a full Nelson Slam, also for a 2 count. And Test is a fucking loser. Test sucks, man.
What's going on
None
right
of his moves work.
How is Al Snow with head beating Test with Trish?
Yeah, come on, man.
They are fucking crack. This is Triple H at his most fucked right now. He is playing with
no.
He's playing with his money, man. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know, man. I think Triple H supposedly also did not like Al Snow, but maybe he disliked Test a little more at this time.
Well, William Regal is smirched.
Damn it.
Backstage, Chyna is waiting for Eddie in a room. She has the IC title in her hands, and Eddie walks in. And Chyna asks if Eddie forgot that they have a match they have to get ready for tonight.
His explanation is tremendous here. It's a great defense.
It's maybe the best. Is the most real answer we've gotten all night. She says, "Why did you forget we got a match tonight?" And he says, "Look at me. Does it look like I forgot we have a match tonight, mommy? Come on."
He's in his gear.
He's in full gear, entrance gear, ready to go. Where's the trust?
Yeah, come on, man. Chyna says, "Listen, I know we're only fighting 2 members of Right to Censor, but we can't take this lightly." And he says, "Well, when have I ever let you down? I do it all for you. I've given you my whole world. Where's the trust?" And Chyna says, "Listen, trust doesn't have anything to do with this." And Eddie says, "Yes, it does."
What you mean?
Says, "We're supposed to be getting married, and you can't trust me." And he snatches the Intercontinental title and says, "You know what? I'm ready to go to the ring. And if you want to go to the ring, well, then come with me, and I'll see you at the ring."
All right.
What?
Thanks.
I guess I'll be at the ring. Okay.
So Road Dogg held a dance contest at WWF New York.
Where my worm at? Where my worm
Where
at?
my damn worm at?
Where my worm at? Dude, this is an insane line that he has here. Road Dogg says, "Got birthdays happening in New York City. Already said I got my nutrition by sucking my mother's titty. I said I wasn't going to say that."
Yeah, sorry about that.
Whoops. Where my worm at?
The kid's going crazy with the worm. Where my worm at? He goes in crazy with that shit. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Yeah, 2000 were different, man. You got that no more.
Yeah, sucking on mother's titty. All right, cool.
Yeah, Road Dogg does that shit nowadays. People just videotape for TikTok. Look at this idiot. Where my worm at? Look at this old dude. He asking.
They say that every time he tweets. Look at this idiot.
So Raw's War is brought to you by Activision.
Yes.
Who Activision at this point is known as the creators of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
That's what they say on commentary.
That is fucking insane to think about.
That's nuts. Yeah, wow.
Raw's War is also brought to you by M&M's.
Yeah, the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
I'm sorry. What? Who ran over Stone Cold?
What do I do with this shit?
And Honda. That's the car that ran over Stone Cold.
The makers of the best ATVs that could have hit Stone Cold.
So now it's time for Eddie Guerrero and Chyna versus Val Venus and the Good Father.
Will we get any matches that I want to see? Can I get one fucking match?
No.
Dude, you go to your god and you ask for a better match now. God
and he
damn
says
it.
no. So Eddie and Chyna come out, and I guess they're fine. I guess whatever we saw for the whole show, it doesn't matter.
You know, when it's time for business, you got to fucking snap in, and they got a tag match in front of them. Now, I believed at first this was meant to be Val Venus and Steven Richards with the Good Father, because Lillian says this. Lillian says that the Good Father is the manager of this match, but no, it is not. She's
going through it tonight.
It is Val Venus and the fucking Good Father in this matchup.
That's a rough night for Lillian.
I guess so, man. She's getting rib crazy after the show, I bet.
Yeah, guaranteed.
It's going to be a tough
She's
night.
not making it to the hotel without
No, it's going to be a tough fucking night, sadly.
So Eddie and Val Venus are fighting, and then GTV pops up on the Tron.
GTV.
Dude, this is so crazy. It's so loud. It's so fucking loud. It's unbelievable. It shows Eddie in the shower with 2 vixens of the night. Right.
Mamacitas.
Sorry. That's what they say.
Yeah, you're right.
Mamacitas.
Yeah, Mamacitas, of course. And it's Victoria and, of course, everyone's favorite hoe, Mandy.
Who the fuck is Mandy the hoe? Blank.
They said it like I was supposed to know it, so you know.
Oh, wait. I looked up WWF Mandy the hoe, and god damn it, she's got some fucking backstory here.
Oh, nice.
She made her and Victoria made their debut as hoe for the Godfather. Nice. And then when the Godfather turned heel, he turned his back on the hoes. Mandy and Victoria began a Save the Hose campaign. Nice. And then this led to them being attacked by the Right to Censor. And then they returned with Rikishi and began acting as valets for Too Cool. And then the GTV thing that we just said happened.
Oh, wow. What the hell? There's a whole lineage of these girls? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then Victoria said, I'm actually going to become a good wrestler. Which is pretty sweet.
Well, there's actually follow-up to this. Chyna found both of them in Eddie's locker room a week later where they apologized to Chyna. Chyna accepted their apology, then closed the door and beat them up off screen.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then Mandy was never seen again and released in November.
No, come on.
Quite the run, though, for Mandy.
Well, it shows Eddie in the shower with both of them, and Jerry goes, oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my!
Oh.
God damn, I bet that blonde hoe hit Stone Cold with a guard.
Somebody get her out here.
Gets Tom talking about Stone Cold.
She's blonde, Tony.
So Eddie has now cheated on Chyna with Victoria and Mandy.
Shower style.
Yeah, which is crazy. And then Chyna then proceeds to sit down on the stairs.
No.
For the next 5 minutes straight.
Hey, good camera angle, though. It was a cool camera angle.
It was cool the first 30 seconds, Tony. I agree.
There was no reason why that they couldn't have done that, and then the right to censor hit their right to censor finisher, and Eddie loses.
Oh, now you want to bury Eddie Guerrero.
Well, he fucking loses anyway.
Dude, and the worst part is he loses to Val Venus. So Chyna sits down on the stairs and RTC beat Eddie Guerrero's ass for 5 minutes straight.
Dude, they run train on Eddie Guerrero legitimately. They literally
they
fuck
keep
his
the
ass.
camera here. They keep the camera on Chyna here, and they want her to emote and show emotion here.
She's just a little sad.
She's just a little sad.
Yeah. Even Goodfather brings Eddie over to that corner and says, "You want your boy? Here he is. You know he cheated on you."
Val Venus pins Eddie with a Blue Thunder bomb.
And it's the lazy WrestleMania 2000 video game version of the
This
Blue
makes
Thunder
me fucking
bomb.
sick to
It's
my stomach,
fucking
man.
bad, dude. Yeah. You and
I don't
Chaz are going to
care.
hell.
Really, I mean, really, when you think about it, who the fuck cares if Eddie got his tallywhacker sucked? All right, you know what I mean?
Come on, yeah.
You let this dude lose to Val Venus? That's worse.
Yeah,
Chyna, get the fuck in there.
Yeah, come on, man.
Look, Eddie cheated on her. I hear it. I understand. Okay, I understand. But you also have to fucking understand. Val Venus?
Yeah, come on.
You couldn't taken Val Venus off and let the good father pin him. I would have been all right with that.
And then,
Val
you know
Venus
what?
is tough, man.
Val Venus breaks your neck, Chyna. So, I mean, really, you probably should have did something here.
Yeah, and then you have to do that fucking horrible little segment.
Shitty angle. Yeah, shitty angle. And
You could have stopped it. Got a time machine, going back, trying to get the fuck up. Get out, Venus.
Fight back.
Yeah, come on.
Fight back.
So RTC then grabs Chyna. Stevie Richards gets in there, but Chyna low blows Stevie. And then Mr. Ass makes the save.
What is he wearing? I don't
know.
Where did he come from? Do you think this was an angle they just planned and Billy just didn't have gear? Oh, is he?
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe he fucking just came back from hitting Stone Cold with a car.
Yeah, you might question that.
Blonde.
He's a tall dude, man.
He's a tall bastard in a crazy shirt and slacks. His hair's all fucking nuts, and he makes a save. Fucks up RTC and then hugs Chyna, and the crowd is very happy about this.
Well, Michael Clark Duncan is at WWF New York. Let's go.
No, he's in the crowd. He's not. He's actually here.
Oh, I thought he was at New York. Even
No,
better.
he's right
He's in
here.
the crowd.
He
Even
was in
better.
Green Mile.
Maybe he ran over Steve Austin.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go fucking ask him about that.
So we go backstage. Crash Holly comes up to Mick Foley, who was on a payphone.
Oh yeah, that was just there was no reason for him to be on the payphone. He was just on it. He
Payphone
doesn't
in
go
the
anywhere.
arena is nuts.
Yeah, Foley, of course, asked Crash where the fuck he was, and Foley says, "Oh, I talked to your cousin Hardcore over the weekend." And Crash said, "Oh, did he say hi?" And Mick says, "Well, he said he was going to kick your ass." But listen, I can't help but notice you're, letting that blonde hair come in. And Crash says, "I figure there's too many blondes around here. No really tall, angry, really bad drivers, if you know what I mean." No, I don't.
Nope, I don't get it.
I don't know what the fuck you mean.
Sorry,
what is
Michael Clark Duncan is here.
Well, Crash says, "Can I go?" And Mick says, "Yeah, go on, little guy."
Sky Duati comes up to him next.
And Scotty is here, as James said, and Mick says, "Scotty." And I didn't have a chance to ask you what you were doing when Stone Cold got ran over. And Scotty says, "I had nothing to do with it. Myself, the Grand Master, and Rikishi were all backstage all night long." And Mick says, "What were you doing backstage?" And Scotty says, "Well, we were waiting for The Rock to finish his match so we could party." And Mick says, "Well, The Rock's name is coming up an awful lot tonight." And Scotty says, "Listen, I'm not saying The Rock hadn't done anything, but I'm just covering my own tracks."
This is a pivotal point right here.
This is mega foreshadowing that no one knew about.
So we go backstage. Chyna is leaving the arena crying.
No, come on. Come back, baby.
Yeah, Eddie's trying to talk to her. Hey, come on. It's not even that serious, really.
Yeah, the hose mean nothing to me.
Chyna tells him that she loved and respected him, but then she takes the ring off and throws it at him.
Yeah, Chyna says, I'm not a hoe and I'm not a floozy.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Yeah, she said, we're going to get married. And Chyna says, this ring was the most important thing in my life. She throws it at him. I never want to see you again. Eddie's on his knees as she gets in the car and says, please don't leave me. I'm nothing without you. Chyna says, you already are nothing, Eddie. You lost to Val Venus.
We all saw that one.
And then she drives off very fast. And you know what? Now I'm thinking, how she drives so quickly?
Has she always had black hair? So Eddie turns around after she rides away and tries to find the ring that she threw because he wanted it back.
Of course.
But of course, Mr. Ass is here.
By the way, I just want to tell everyone that they were calling him Mr. Ass.
He's not Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
He's not Billy Gunn. He's Mr. Ass.
He's not Billy Gunn. He's Mr. Ass. That is like his official wrestling
And you will respect this.
First name Mr.
Ass.
Last name Ass.
Comes to the save of Chyna. Mr. Ass, the good guy, is coming to save her.
And he is here, and it pans up to him, and he says, "You dumb bastard."
It's like the worst thing that ever happened that Billy's ever seen happen in his life.
He says, "You just lost the best thing in your life over what? 2 cheap ass hoes?
Come on, man. Damn.
Yeah, come on, man. Victoria made you all right." He says, "Pick that cheap ass ring back up. Go back to the pawn shop. Get your $20 back."
Holy.
That's fucked up, man. That thing costs at least 30. Fuck you. And I just lost to Val Venus. Can you fucking calm down?
Yeah, it's already a bad night for me, bro. He says, I promise you that's the closest you will get to her again as long as I'm around. Comprende? Essay? And, Eddie begs off, and then Billy turns around to leave and to walk away. And Eddie picks up a bottle off the ground and breaks it over the back of Billy Gunn's head.
That was awesome.
Annihilates it. Yeah, it was awesome. I love that.
Yeah, and then he just picks up the ring and leaves.
I mean, Mr. Ass, he's fucking sticking his
Fuck
nose
you,
in Eddie's
Mr. Ass.
business.
Get out of here.
Get out. Leave me alone, Mr. Ass.
Chyna, Mr. Ass is fucking all over me. Can you get him on me?
Mr. McMahon, Mr. Ass won't leave me alone.
I need to file a restraining order against who? Mr. Ass?
The hell out of here, kid.
No, it's his name.
He is Mr. Ass.
So now we have the main event of the evening, which is The Rock and Rikishi versus Kurt Angle and Kane.
Everyone,
the bloodline.
Whoever was in the fucking room writing this show is going fucking to hell.
Yeah, man. You don't want to see Kurt Angle and Kane on the same team? What are you talking about? That's hot.
Somehow the Triple H match in the middle of the show was more of a main event than this one.
Well, now it is a good time to let you know that this was my deadlock plus 10 of the night.
Oh my God, I have breaking news.
Oh my.
This match was my official deadlock plus 10 moment of the night.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Tony?
Triple? Oh, you watched
I didn't watch this match. I didn't watch this match.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was my plus 10, but it was my background noise match of the night.
Background noise.
Wow, that's another level. Wow.
Yeah, that's
like I had another tab while I was browsing Twitter. X,
dude,
whatever you call it.
Holy shit, wow. That's even more insulting to a match. I like that.
So Kane comes to the ring and immediately kicks Kurt Angle's ass.
He's on his team. I guess there were some issues with it. They didn't recap this in any videos. They didn't show us this at all. I guess Kurt had hit Kane with a chair.
Well, he does the Kane pyro, and JR says, "My hand is on fire."
My hand's on fire. Well, so's the ring post. So I guess the ring post was fucked up too. They weren't shooting it though.
So Rikishi comes down to the ring and
you look fly.
I just want everybody to understand Rikishi is supposed to be the next up guy here, and then Kane kicks his fucking ass too.
Yeah, he comes out to Too Cool's music still, by the way. So Rikishi, he does have a very serious look on his face though. He's trying to tap into his inner
ass
admin. No, Mr. Ass is on the last segment.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So Rock had to come down here to get his big pop Steve Austin style.
He stole it. Dude, we should have known the whole time. He stole the Steve Austin pop too.
That's true.
Oh, Steve's not here. Someone's got to get it.
Yeah, that's
true. It ain't Rikishi, I'm going to tell you that much.
Now, why not?
Because, man, the Rock's here, bitch. So Kane, Chinlock.
Dude, okay. Couple things here. You're right. Chinlock is... This is... Okay. Before the Chinlock, though.
What else are you going to say about this match? Kane's Chinlock.
Dude, it's even worse not even worse. The chin lock is horrible. But Kane does a clothesline to Rikishi, and Rikishi does the most half-assed Rikishi bump I've ever seen.
He's not ready. I saw that.
He's
not ready.
Tapped out of that. Yeah. And then, yeah, dude, I'm plus 10ing, and I get to a point where I see Kane laying on the canvas, snuggle style with The Rock. And, like, you know, he big spoon Kane, and he's got a chin lock on The Rock. And I said, all right, I'm going to see what's going on because this is fucking weird. I usually don't see Kane like this. And it goes on, I said, well, this is bad. And then the ref starts doing the 3 count arms thing on The Rock. I said, this is Kane. I'm watching it. Kane is doing this. The Big Red Machine is doing chin lock submission spots.
This reminds me of Tennessee Titans, I'll tell you that much.
What the fuck is happening here, James? I can't believe it.
Kane chin lock.
What the fuck? Dude, when you said that, I don't know if you said that in the chat or you said it to me when I joined the call, but the anger that I had when I was watching this absorbed back into my body.
Yeah, man, absolutely fucking crazy. They had to get some time in here, sucker.
I got no moves?
Nah, fuck the moves.
No moves?
Yeah, no fucking moves.
Fuck.
So Kurt Angle and Kane get back into it again.
Yeah, Kurt tries to go for a tag finally, and so Kane walks over and goozles him and chokeslams him off the top rope. And then leaves.
Fuck, that was crazy.
And then he leaves.
And then Rikishi walks over to Kurt Angle and drops his big fat ass right on Kurt Angle's chest. Crazy style. Oh my God.
Big ass
This is the next up guy here.
Sit on my chest.
They're still having him win
Sit
with the
on
ass.
my chest.
Stephanie
crazy.
is very concerned and confused backstage at this, by the way.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, he drops his ass on Kurt and wins it and cuts to Stephanie. He's like, hey, yo, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, so Mick Foley's music hits and he comes out, and now it's time to get to the segment everyone doesn't know. I'm sure everyone knows what The Rock says about this segment, but we're going to talk about the actual segment itself.
Okay, yeah. So, do either of you remember this like this?
No, dude, I'll be honest with you. Most of the time I remember this angle, I remember The Rock talking about this angle.
Yeah,
The Rock roasting
I did it
Rikishi,
for The Rock. Yes, I did it for the people. Shut up, you thong wearing fatty. That's what everyone remembers.
It's iconic. Yeah, it's iconic.
Yeah.
It's just probably better that way. If you don't want that spoiled for you, don't listen to this because this is about to get crazy here in a minute.
This is truly unbelievable. I can't believe I don't remember this at all. And history does not look at this as what it was either. So Foley comes out and he says, I've come here, out here in the past and I made wild accusations, but that's not going to happen here tonight. I promise to deliver the person who ran over Stone Cold, and I will. We've been watching him doing this all night. I don't know how he fucking figured this out.
It's time to just start throwing wild accusations out.
Yeah, let's see if I can get this right.
Yeah, it's time to get a conviction by any means.
He said, my announcement by any means. He said, my announcement will conclude in undoubtedly the worst week of my career. And unfortunately, which is crazy. You got thrown off the Hell in a Cell, chokeslam through it.
Well, I guess that's not a big deal anymore. I don't know.
You've teamed with Al Snow, had to wrestle him. I mean, this has been way worse.
That was bad.
He says, unfortunately, all of my evidence points to you, Rock. And Rock, with his crazy forehead and hair,
I love this guy.
Very confused.
I love this guy like you wouldn't believe.
This is pure La Roca.
Yeah, this is real shit right here, man. Like,
he squints his eyes too, staring at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Big forehead.
Huge forehead. Unbelievable forehead. No mercy forehead.
I respect that. I relate with that. Crazy. So I respect that.
Well, Foley says, Rock, it was your rental car that ran down Stone Cold. Only your fingerprints, only your DNA were found inside the car. That's fucking weird. What DNA did you find?
Someone stole my car. I don't know what to tell you.
Somebody stole my car and jerked off in it.
That's fucking weird. All over.
Hell, but what about this, James? Hell, a pair of The Rock's sunglasses were found inside the glove box.
Oh, it's got to be The Rock. It's got to be him.
And the sunglasses really put you in there crazy. Not the cum all over the steering wheel. It was the sunglasses.
It didn't taste like yours, Rock.
Yeah, and I know. And Al knows too.
The probable semen was everywhere.
Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, big fella. Well, as Linda McMahon stated, no one else had as much to gain to Stone Cold's departure, did they, Rock? Was Stone Cold out of the way? Who sold the t-shirts? Who picked up the media appearances? And who got movie roles? And JR says, don't tell me. I don't want to believe this gang.
Did he not mention the WWF championship?
No, he doesn't.
No, he didn't.
Merch
says
sales and
his
shit.
book, TV shows, and movie roles. Not The Rock is holding the WWF title, by the way.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
That's not the most important thing.
Yeah, we're jumping the shark now. Like, this is crazy. Merch sales and shit.
I didn't even think of that, James. They don't mention the title once. It's not even like that's why Rock would have done it, because he wants to be champion. No, he wants more money.
Yeah, you're right.
So he can leave the WWF, yeah.
Well, Mick says, you have not fooled me, Rock, and therefore right here in Anaheim, California. Not the fucking time.
Yeah, come on, man. They were booing you earlier.
Yeah, man. He said, well, he felt bad. He had to get one more. He says, in the case of who ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin in Survivor Series, Mick Foley finds The Rock not guilty. And Halal says, it was Foley. Admit it.
When you really look, you want to take a step back for a second. When you really look at it, then why the fuck did you just lead everybody on here?
Yeah, what's your fucking problem,
Yeah,
man?
what the fuck?
He says, but if you didn't do it, who did? And I'm going to tell you who did. And he steps back a little bit and he points to his left. He says, he did. And he points at Rikishi, who is standing against the buckle, very sweaty and blonde. And
He just worked a crazy good match.
Well, it worked a match. He participated in a match. Foley says, I hadn't figured it out until Scotty to Hotty said something about hanging out backstage with Rikishi. God damn it, Scotty, you fucking blew it.
Come on,
you
Scotty.
You blew it, man. What
You
the
ain't
fuck?
even on the show. Why are you here?
Yeah, dude, your catering must be crazy.
Scotty.
Yeah. And Foley says, hell, Rikishi, you weren't even a part of Survivor Series. You hadn't even debuted on television. That is fucked up.
That is fucked up. Why'd you say that?
So Rikishi, before he debuted, hit Stone Cold with a card. That's
He's
a
going
way to
straight
debut,
to the
brother.
top. Yeah.
You know, Taz hadn't debuted yet either. I mean, it's
Yeah,
something we should
that's
talk
something to think about. Yeah. Start looking into that.
Linda McMahon has a license, and she, you know.
If I'm Rikishi, I'm throwing out crazy accusations. It was DDP.
What if he said that?
That won't be. It was DDP.
How do you argue that? I mean, really?
Brian Clark. You looking at that guy?
Yeah, check it. Horace Hogan? You know,
Yeah,
come on,
guys. Maybe.
Well, yeah, Foley says, who's close enough to The Rock to go inside his dressing room and reach inside his bag and get his keys? And he said, this is a fucked up accusation here. He said the mirrors in the car were configured to not just fit a large man, but a very large man.
I don't know why he said that. Let me go ahead and cut you off. Yeah, let me go ahead and cut you off.
He doubles down. He says, that very large man is you. Damn.
Fuck you, man. First off.
You didn't
Second off,
send
I'm
my ass.
gonna hit you in the car next.
You didn't send my ass to OVW. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? I'm fine.
Yeah, this is good here.
And Foley says, the only thing I don't know is why. And JR says, I'm shocked. I'm stunned. Rikishi, why? This is very quietly. Why? Rikishi takes the mic and he says, okay, I did it.
The second that came out of Johnson, he is not ready for whatever run they're about to give him. I'll tell you that much. He's not ready. I bet Rock, look at this, is a damn.
He said no. He said no. And the crowd, like, they react a little, but it's not like a uproar or anything. It's kind of like a, ooh, all right. And JR said, damn it. And the Rock's looking at Rikishi confused, and if it wasn't the first line that did it, James, it had to have been this one. Because Rikishi says, in case you didn't hear.
Hello?
I admit, I did it. No. It doesn't get a bigger pop or anything.
Dude, it was so everything he's saying is in like really long pause, like crazy.
Yeah, it's like Randy Orton.
He says, in case you didn't hear me, I admit I did it. I ran over Austin.
I ran over Austin.
Okay.
He says, and you ask why, and Jared says, damn right.
It's like someone told him what to say, and he just literally just said what they told him to say.
That's a great way to put it. It's like he just memorized lines and said them as they were written.
Yeah, like this would have got a crazy pop. Like, okay, I did it. I'm the one that ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin with your car, Rock.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, that was a better promo. I believed you did it, James. Wow,
dude, James, you hit Stone Cold with a car?
Could have done it. Rikishi already said he did it, though, so it's on him.
I ran over Austin.
I ran over Val Venus.
Today.
Think about this. When's the last time you ever heard Rikishi cut a promo? I don't even remember like any other promos he's ever done in his entire career.
He probably cut some after this, I imagine, because they
No, but I mean before.
try.
Like he's not a promo guy.
He didn't talk,
You know what
I don't think. Really? No.
I don't think he ever talked once.
He danced
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
He did dance really
He
good.
dancing had a big ass, and he sat on people and put it in their face.
Easy W, man.
Well, it's not enough for us. We have to turn him heel and have
He's
him
a bad man.
hit Stone Cold with a car. Very large man, of course. And Rikishi says, I didn't do it for me, no.
Throw his ass off the Hell in a Cell. Now.
Take her. Get him. I didn't do it for me, no. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
No, not like that at all.
The Rock cut a better promo about Rikishi cutting a promo
I know.
than Rikishi did.
How is that possible?
He said, I did it for The Rock. Yeah.
I did it for The Rock.
All right.
He says, you see, Rock, I took the keys out of your bag that night, and when I went to go check into the hotel, and when I jumped into the car, I saw Stone Cold Steve Austin standing in the middle of the parking lot all alone. And suddenly, everything flashed right through my eyes. Right through his eyes.
I'm surprised they let him, like, monologue about this. I would have been like, you know.
He's painting a picture, James.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, I admit it. I fucking ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin. Arrest this man. Arrest this man.
Hey,
he's got to go to jail with his big ass out.
Sweaty and stinky.
Go to jail now.
So, in this story, Rikishi was going to his hotel and saw Stone Cold, and something inside of him snapped.
I didn't care anymore.
I don't care anymore. Something inside of me. And he just hit Stone Cold with a car. Now, everyone probably remembers up to that point.
Oh, let me also tell you this much. They did this here on Raw, right?
Yes. Sure.
Why the fuck didn't they save the rest of this for like SmackDown?
Well, SmackDown is Stone Cold's going to have something to say about this.
Wouldn't it have been cool if Rikishi came out and he did all this? He said all why he's doing all this shit, and then
the
Steve
show
Austin,
ends.
like he said, like I'm the one that ran over Austin. Then you got to tune into SmackDown to see why.
Yeah.
So then
what the hell? JR could have sold it.
100%. Like, oh my god, there's
what
no
the hell?
way.
Why Rikishi? Why'd you do this?
They would have put him over crazy. We wouldn't have had to hurt a bunch of shit. You don't have to remember a lot of shit.
Rock face would have sold it.
Yeah, we would have went to SmackDown, right? Rikishi could have been like, I did this, I did that. Fucking glass break. Steve Austin, he was kicking the shit out of him. You fucking piece of shit. I can't believe you did that to me. Right? Yeah. And like that makes a lot more sense. But
no, we're not even close to done.
No, we're not. We're halfway there.
So everything, that's probably what everyone remembers. I did it for The Rock. I hit Stone Cold with a car. Rikishi then says, you see, the WWF has always been all about the great white hope. JR says, what?
I said the exact what?
Dude, me too.
First of all, I didn't know what he was talking about. I said, what is that?
I was very, he said, what do you mean by that? Rikishi says, you know, I'm talking about people such as Buddy Rogers. He pauses each time here so these guys can get a pop. Buddy Rogers. People like Bruno Sammartino. People like Bob Backlund. These aren't great reactions these are getting, by the way. I don't know why this is the lineup.
I thought he said Great White Pope, and I was like, were these guys popes or something? And then I went back and I listened to it, and I was like, Hope. Okay.
People like Hulk Hogan, who still is in WCW at this point, I believe, right? Or is he gone? No, Bash at the Beach happened.
Yeah, he left, yeah.
Ah, okay. And Hogan gets a big pop. And Rikishi said, and now people like Stone Cold Steve Austin. You see, the WWF has always let the Island Boys in, but we were always held back. Held back? What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck is your problem?
But The Rock and Rikishi are in the main event tonight. What is the problem?
Is the WWF champion.
What the hell is the problem?
You're the Island Boys, you kissing each other?
Are you making out?
The Rock is one of the most decorated fucking athletes in his whole company's history.
And you got a big ass.
The best part is he starts talking about other people. He's like, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Dude,
Jimmy Superfly Snuka!
Bonafide Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
Yeah, before he killed that guy, he was like the number one dude. Like, CM Punk was like, that's my fucking guy.
Yeah, dude, they were all about him. Dude, they had him come back.
Yeah, they wanted the Nation of Domination, but with Samoa and stuff, right?
That reminds me a lot of something. I just can't fucking put my finger on it.
Could be anything.
Rikishi says, listen to me, Rock, and I really want you to listen to me. Oh, we're trying to listen, buddy. You gotta just fucking, let's go. Come on, we got TV time remaining. He said, I'm talking about the people like your grandfather. A well-respected man, High Chief Peter Maivia. He could have became a WWF champion, but no. They held him back. People like Jimmy Superfly Snuka. He's got a son. By the way, don't worry about that, though.
Do you? The GOAT? He's on the come up.
He could have been a WWF champion, but no. They held him back, and people like Alpha and Sika, Samu, and the Tonga Kid, and they were all held back. So you see, Rock, I ran Stone Cold over, and I did this for you, and I don't expect any favor from you, Rock. I don't expect no favors or no payback. Before I want all you people to know, all around the world, I'm setting the record straight that The Rock did not have a damn thing to do with this. I take full responsibility. So, again, really laying it on super thick here that Rock had not, like, they, no, like, he could have probably put a little blame on Rock.
This is the first time like that. Why do you say I did it all? Yeah, I did it. Yep, that was me. I did it. Yep, I did it all. I didn't do it. I did it. It was me. Yeah.
Everything.
Dude, this is the first time I've ever seen The Rock not, like, quit back at something.
Yeah, he just stands there confused the
He's
entire
like staring
time.
at the sun the whole time. What the hell?
Because I think the TV time ran out, but I definitely think after he finished, he grabbed the mic and said, "After 5 boring minutes,
your big fat ass is stinking up here in Anaheim, California.
The Rock doesn't need your help."
You thong wearing fatty.
Rikishi.
Yeah, Rikishi continues, says, and you know what, Rock? Just you being who you are today is good enough for me, my tribal chief.
He starts putting up the one. Yeah. Dude, Rikishi, he's looking at the WWF champion. The WWF champion is right here, and he's Samoan. And he's like one of the best wrestlers in WWF history.
He's the most over guys ever, of all time, ever.
He literally takes Steve Austin's spot and then never gives it back.
He doesn't have to because he's the best.
Yeah, he legit never gives it back. So, like, Rikishi's sitting here telling everybody that, like, he's doing
we need to do this
for Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Jimmy Superfly Snuka!
Fuck that guy, man. Fuck him.
Well, The Rock would never be champion if Rikishi never hit Stone Cold the car.
Yeah,
so.
Rikishi, in his mind, Rock is not the champion.
Nothing happened before this that ever made The Rock popular until, it was just
Rikishi did that. He did that. He said, just you being who you are today is good enough for me and our people. And before I go, one more time, I ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin. And to tell you the truth, I'd do it again. Dude, 3 times he's had to say that he did it because the crowd had already given up.
The crowd said Rikishi did it?
Dude, fucking the guy with the ass. He's a big fat ass guy did this. What the fuck?
Hey guys, just one more time. I just want to make sure everybody heard me.
I
fucking ran over Steve Austin. Hello, please.
And JR tries his very best to try to fucking put some heat on this guy after he starts going off. He's, I can't believe this. Rikishi, the assailant. Rikishi, the perpetrator that ran over Stone Cold. You son of a bitch. You ran over Austin. What is Rikishi thinking? He almost took a man's livelihood away. How is Austin supposed to take care of his family? That son of a bitch is going to have hell to pay. I promise you. I swear to you that on SmackDown, Austin's going to gut and quarter Rikishi. Holy shit.
He's going to kill that son of a bitch for real.
So
is Linda McMahon and Taz.
They did. Linda McMahon and Taz would have been such a better reveal.
Dude, holy shit. Could you imagine? Like Taz
killed Stone Cold.
Like Taz goes down. He's like, I'm the one that did it, brother. And he says, oh my God, it was Taz that did it.
Me.
And it wasn't just me. It was my family. It's a family. And then you Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Linda McMahon.
Dude, if we left Raw on that cliffhanger with Linda coming out with the she's standing on the entrance. Austin was just another victim.
Oh shit. No. What does this mean?
Austin was just another victim.
Good evening.
Mick, you did find my hotel receipt, but that was for Taz.
That is unbelievable, Tony.
Oh my God, man.
Holy shit.
The name didn't say McMahon on the receipt, but it was Taz McMahon.
You know, Mick.
Taz McMahon is awesome.
Taz Z McMahon.
Z McMahon. What a beast.
Mick, how about a little vehicular manslaughter?
Dude, that is fucking beast.
Yeah, but I truly do not remember the Rikishi turn being fuck these fucking crackers.
No way, bro.
I don't know if that like lasts. I don't think like Rikishi. Like,
I don't know.
I don't think he holds on to any. Yeah, I mean, it would try better than just a guy in big pleather jacket.
They don't change his gear. He still has a song. He's still a song wearing fatty the whole fucking time. Why? Put some pants on. What's wrong with you?
Man.
He's a bad man. Fuck you, man.
Rikishi wear with a thong.
Yeah, man. That's real shit.
But
that
then,
is crazy.
When it all
And the
comes down
stink
to
face becomes a fucking weapon.
It should be.
What were you saying, Tony? I'm
when
sorry.
it all comes down to it, Triple H set up the whole thing. So Rikishi was lying here anyway. So
Oh yeah, that's right. And they retcon it, right? It was a Triple H idea. Triple H asked them to do it.
And then there's another time where like Rikishi drives in a car with like a sledgehammer out of it. Do you remember that?
Oh my god, that's in the game. Rikishi with a sledgehammer out the window. Oh my god. Holy shit.
That just unlocks some memory.
Holy man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that happened.
He's driving too, right?
Yeah, he's driving with the sledgehammer out of the car.
Dude, drive-by sledgehammer attack is fucking crazy. Where is this GIF? I need to find this.
And he actually
man.
doesn't he do it? And he actually
He
hits
hits,
the.
in the video game, you hit somebody with it for sure. What the hell? Okay, here Benoit is calling for the limo. The limo comes around the corner.
Oh,
He's just hanging out the window.
He's not driving. He's passenger princess. Triple H is driving. Rikishi, half of his body is out the car.
wearing. This is awesome, man.
Full white Rikishi. Dude,
Rikishi and
holy
Triple H,
fuck.
man. This is real shit. They should face Taz
Bad
and Linda
man.
McMahon.
For a power struggle.
That's my goat. Rikishi and all white Rikishi wear a sledgehammer.
Fatu wear based.
That's why he's a bad man, because he's wearing all white.
Wikipedia says, while Austin began feuding with Triple H, Rikishi's tension with The Rock boiled over. Despite delivering a sting face to The Rock, Rikishi would lose to him in a match at Survivor Series.
Oh, damn.
No, the sting face should have got him. And then the
Despite the stink face.
yeah, and then the 6-man match at Armageddon in Hell in a Cell.
He's got to do the stink face, man. You don't understand.
He doesn't
about that.
have to. He
Someone's
doesn't
got
have
to.
No.
If he ain't doing it, who else is going to do it? He's got the big ass.
Trish does it. It's fine.
Maybe Mr. Ass could do it.
We should give it to Molly Holly.
Yeah, that probably is pitched.
The sledgehammer in the car. I'm going to watch this all night, I think. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
believe
good
this fucking
right
shit.
there, man.
How is this not talked about more? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty
Fucked
beast.
up, bro.
This is forgotten era of Rikishi's
We should have
run.
watched that episode or something.
No one understands Rikishi's run like we do now. We've all just collectively, all of us listening and talking,
Dude, we know
have
all about
just discovered
Rikishi.
something.
We know all about Rikishi and his time in TNA when he tried to ask for more money and they just fired him.
Rikishi's a big legend on this show. Actually, he's underrated legend of our podcast. Now that I think about
He was
it,
held down for so long, you know.
we held him down. Wow, that was yeah, dude. I completely did not remember the Rikishi thing like that at all. Obviously, WWF very much forgets it quickly because they don't do what the Observer said of bringing in like fucking Alpha and Zika to be the Samoan nation of domination, and then they decide, maybe 20 years from now we'll do that.
Yeah, it'll be cool. People like it.
And it will save our company.
Did you guys hear that? I did it. Did you hear
Hey,
that?
I ran over Stone Cold.
I
Hello.
did it.
Hello.
That's what Vince said. Maybe we should get Triple H back.
Yeah, we need to heat up Triple H immediately, please. He goes on SmackDown. Hey guys, just in case you didn't watch Raw,
hello.
I still go in a car, just so you know.
No, we don't care.
Well, there you go. That was WWF Raw from October 9th, 2000, and that is our show.